I think I just started. Can you see me? I think I went live. Perfect. Can you turn the volume and see if you can hear me? Wonderful. Thank you. How's it going, everyone? We are doing our live stream for the Bucs Steelers preseason game. Very excited to get this going. The game is about to kick off. We've got a lot of starters who will be playing tonight, and it should be an interesting one. I don't believe so. Baker won't be playing, Evans won't be playing, and Lavonte won't be playing. But also, like Aaron Rodgers won't be playing. I'm not sure on the Steelers side who else won't be playing. But I guess we'll find out. You know, they're about to kick off, and just join me on this journey. Do not feel free to just join the chat. Let me know what's going on, and talk about who's exciting you. You know, glad to be here, guys. JJ Roberts did go down. Did see that. It was a knee injury, I believe, and so he'll be out for the season. He was put on IR. Bit of a bummer there, but we'll see how Shiloh does tonight. He'll be doing a lot more reps. A big opportunity now that JJ is out. My first video was about Justin Simmons bringing in some more veteran safety help, and who knows, that could be a big possibility going right now. Thank you, Kevin C. Appreciate you. All right, they're about to kick off right now. But yeah, it's good. I'm excited to see what's going on. They just kicked off. Bucs wearing their all whites, classics, and let's see who that was returning the ball to about the 25. Who do we have returning the ball? Might have been Sean Tucker. Couldn't see clearly. So it looks like Mason Rudolph will be starting this game for the Steelers. That should be interesting. I mean, Rudolph's been in the league for a little bit. They said it's his 8th season. I mean, okay, so Teddy is starting the game. That is interesting. Teddy is instead of Trask, it is Teddy Bridgewater. Bucky Irving is in the game. He's lined up in the backfield. That's pretty cool. 1st and 10 from the 25. Bucky gets the ball. And he bounces off. He gets taken down by the legs in the backfield to try to bounce it off to the left side. But he was taken down in the backfield, so it's going to be a loss of about 1 or 2 yards. That's classic Bucky there. He gets stuffed there in the middle. Looks like he actually got hit by his own lineman and then tried to make it off to the side, but didn't work for him in that case. So 2nd and 11 for coming up. It's listen, we all love Bucky for, how much he can get out of a tackle. Like, the first tackle never works. Uh-oh. False start for the Buccaneers on 2nd and 11. That sucks. You never want to see that. So, not our best start, guys. Not our best start. But I'm trying to see how many starters are in currently for the offensive line. It's all right, 2nd and 16. Bridgewater hands it off to Bucky. That goes nowhere. Gain of nothing. Going to be 3rd and 16. This Pittsburgh defensive line is not letting anything go. That's try to see who that was on the tackle. But that was Bucky on the so Cole Holcomb with the tackle. 3rd and they're calling it 15. I didn't see him gain anything, but 3rd and 15. Teddy takes the snap. He's in shotgun, dropping back, avoids a sack, throws it, catches by Shepard, but well short of the first down. So a quick 3 and out for the Buccaneers. Not really sure why we're starting with Teddy, honestly. I'm not a huge fan of that. I feel like Trask would have been better to start out there and get the boys warm, but what are you going to do? Teddy with a really low ball. I'm not even sure Shepard caught that, but looks like they're calling it a catch, 4th and 8, and we are punting the ball. Looks like it's Dixon in for the punt. Punts it away. All right, he receives it and tries to do a spin move, but it's tackled pretty quickly. So, good stuff. How we doing, folks? How we doing, Bucs fans? How we feeling about this game? Joint practice apparently went really, really well. Mike Evans isn't playing just because he torched Jalen Ramsey and the Steelers secondary so much. Same for Baker. He played really well, so he won't be playing in this game. That's pretty exciting. And but Steelers aren't playing their starting quarterback either. So fair's fair, All right, Mason Rudolph playing quarterback now, number 2. Takes the snap, looking to throws it down the check down, big tackle there. I think Christian, is he in? Hard to see. That might have been Shiloh. I saw either 29 or 28 there. I got you. First legit play-by-play Bucs guy? Absolutely. We need one, There's not a lot of us out there, but I believe. I hope you guys believe. Doing my best here. First time, but love to have you guys here. Shotgun for Mason Rudolph at the 38-yard line. Takes the snaps, looking, throws. Ooh, interception! Zion McCollum, let's go! All right, dodges tackle, but is tackled around the 48, 49-yard line. Woo, boy, let's go. What a start for this Bucs defense. Second play, getting an interception right off the bat. Zion looking to really solidify his starting position along Jamel Dean on the corner position, CB1, CB2. What a start for this defense. Man, they read Mason Rudolph like a book. You love to see that. Love to see it. Shout out Zion McCollum in the chat, guys. That was a great play by the defense. Todd Bowles. Oh, yeah. Paul Allen. I'm doing my best to do my Paul Allen impression. All right. This is really, so obviously not the best start on offense, but man, what a start on defense. Good tackle. Wasn't sure if it was Izzy or Shiloh. I don't think Shiloh was in this early, so good to see, obviously, Zion making an impact play right off the bat. Really, really, really exciting stuff. Now, can the offense capitalize? We'll see how long some of the starting skill positions stay in. I want to see some throws to Emeka. I want to see some throws to McMillan, Jalen McMillan, before they're obviously taken out. And then later in the game, I'll be looking for Tez Johnson getting a lot of targets. And Ryan Miller, who was a star from last game, I'm hoping to see some more of him, see if he can keep proving what he's doing. Nick Jackson, who was a huge linebacker from the Tennessee game, got a sack and an interception, only player to do that last week in the preseason. See if he can capitalize off of that. So, good stuff, guys. Good stuff. Gotta be excited about Zion because young, very versatile, he's very athletic, and he's jumpy. Reminds me of Sean Murphy Bunting a little bit from our Super Bowl season, Advantageous, looking to make plays, all that good stuff. Love to see it. Love to see it, guys. Bucs fans, we are up. Overall, I think I'm, again, really, really interested to see how Teddy Bridgewater handles this offense. Again, surprised he's starting this game, but I mean, I don't mind. I think maybe they'll give Teddy like a quarter, Trask maybe quarters 2 and 3, and then go. I can't even remember the other guy's name. I always forget it, but the guy who's most likely to be cut for quarter 4. But we'll see. Okay, here we go. Teddy takes a snap from the 48-yard line, hands it off to Bucky Irving. A lot of Bucky. Ooh, gets tossed down pretty hard for a gain of like 1.5 or so. Great play by Zion. Showing the replay right now. He had a great play. Teddy taking the snap from the 46, fakes the handoff to Bucky. Oh, tipped at the line, broken up. Shucks. Looks Benton, number 95 from the Steelers, broke that one up. Right his eyes completely from the defensive line, jumped up at the perfect time. That was going to Cade Ottens. It's good to see Cade on the field. He's been out for a lot of training camp, and how many Trask touchdowns tonight? Shoot, hope more than one. Hope more than one. All right, 3rd and 8 from the 46-yard line of the Steelers. Teddy takes the snaps, looking deep for, oh my goodness, what a catch from Jalen McMillan. He might have tried too hard. He looks hurt. He's down. He looks hurt. He tried too hard. He made the catch, but man, at what cost? That's a little scary. That's a little scary. What a catch from Jalen McMillan. Got hit right in the back. Oh, man. 18-yard completion, but you almost wish that he didn't try and go for that ball because, golly, his body completely bent overwards. His head got contorted. Oh, gosh. Got trainers on the field. Everyone's kind of standing to the side. That's really not what we wanted to see, guys. Really not what we wanted to see. So, looks like there might be a bit of a break right now. But that's not good. That's not good. We hope it's not a serious thing for Jalen McMillan. He high pointed it, went up for the ball, and got hit in the legs while he's midair, fell over backwards, and really hit right where his neck and head was while going down. You never want to see that, and especially for a guy we're going to need this season. So, preseason, it sucks, man. That sucks. Hard to watch. But hopefully everything's okay with Jalen McMillan. This is why everyone always says, why are we putting our starters in? Why are we putting our starters in? Teddy's going to get a lot of blame for that, but that was just a freak accident, guys. Guys are going to put their bodies on the line for that kind of stuff, so don't put too much blame, guys. It's comes with the territory. They all know this. Hate to see it, though. Whew, well, there's exciting plays and all that, but then, something like that kind of takes the wind out of the game a little bit. Everyone's going to be a bit concerned. I'm a bit concerned, obviously. We're obviously going to hope to get him off his get him walking on his own 2 feet, but, I really don't want to come back from this commercial break and see a stretcher. No one wants to see that, so we will see what happens and hope for the best. But Jalen, yeah. Oh, it looks like someone in the chat is saying he's walking off. So That's good to hear. I haven't seen it yet. I'm still on commercial break, but if he's walking off, perfect. Maybe he's just like, a shoulder problem, back problem, hopefully not a neck injury. Okay. Just cut back in. Second down. Looks like that went to Bucky Irving again, possibly. Second and 6. Okay, I'm seeing Jalen McMillan in the tent right now. All right, Teddy Bridgewater from the 24.5-yard line takes the snap out of the shotguns, looking, rolls out to his right, passes, incomplete, throws it out of bounds. Oh, man, I want to try and have higher energy for you guys. I'm sorry. Just, I'm worried about Jalen. We'll be seeing how that... He did kind of have a mecca there. Seems like he just didn't want to risk it and just threw it away. I mean, we are in field goal range. Obviously, you don't want to jeopardize that with a bad pass. You get a turnover. You want points off of a turnover. And so Teddy's going to give you that. He's like one of the safest veterans out there. He's just not exactly a playmaker. Teddy drops back, throws it to Cade, who drops it. Good pass, but a bad drop from Cade. And looks like we're going to try for the field goal. So that sucks. Okay, so we got Chase McLaughlin up for the kick. Kick is up. And good. Bucs lead 3-0. Always want to see points off of turnovers, Oh, there's a flag. Never mind. Hold on. There is a flag. Looks like personal foul, roughing the kicker. Whoa. Roughing the kicker on the defense. Okay, that'll extend the drive. Automatic first down. Let me see this replay here. Okay, so he went for the ball and, ran right into him. That's the definition of roughing the kicker. So... First and 10 for the Bucs. I mean, Sometimes they'll do running into the kicker instead of roughing the kicker, but they did roughing the kicker for that penalty. And anyway, ball's on the 12.5-yard line. Teddy hands it off to Bucky Irving, who doesn't get away. Guys are all over him, and it's a loss of like 3. Bucky's been held bigly this game. You never want to see that. Just looks like the offensive line just got completely demolished there. That's the Steelers defense for you guys. Pretty ruthless. 2nd and 13 coming up. 9.5 minutes left in the game right now. So... Teddy out of shotgun. He's alone. 5 wide. Takes the snaps. Shooting for Bucky in the end zone. Caught! Is that a touchdown, Bucky Irving? Holy smokes. What a catch by Bucky. Oh my gosh. Talk about making up for it. Who throws a go ball or a fade into the end zone with Bucky Irving? The height difference was just like... That's ridiculous. Holy smokes. Great ball from Teddy Bridgewater. What a touchdown, guys. Fantastic. Great catch. Great throw. Love to see it. The roughing the kicker pays off. Bucky Irving, baby. In for quite a season. He's a keeper in one of my fantasy leagues. And any league that I'll be in this year, fantasy-wise, I will be going for Bucky because Golly. Great pickup. So, good stuff, guys. Bucky Irving. So, Teddy Bridgewater with the touchdown pass. They're reviewing it right now, but, not much to review there. That was easy money, as I like to say. They just confirmed it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Let's go. Good start for Teddy Bridgewater, even though it's like a lot of it was handoffs, and the running game was not really working. Not really working, but extra point is good. Good stuff, guys. All right, guys, 1 second. I'm going to hold off on the stream. I'll be right back. I just have to make sure that I'm not on a delay. It looks like some folks are telling me that it's I'm on a delay right now, so I will be right back. Okay. Can you guys see me on the stream? All right. Good stuff. Bucky Irving is really hyped on the sideline. 1st and 10 for Pittsburgh. All right, takes the snap, hands it off. Gain of nothing for the Steelers. Second and 9 for Pittsburgh. Takes the handoff, running to the left. Nothing. Once again, our run defense, electric, guys. Electric. You love to see it. Mike Tomlin, they're showing him. But, yeah. Well, looking to get a 3 and out here. I mean, the last drive defensively, we got an interception on our second play. So we got Yaya Diaby. We got a lot of our starters out there for defensively. Okay, here. Mason Rudolph takes the snaps, looking, rolls out to his left. He's looking to run. He tries to juke. Yaya comes out from behind. Looks like he takes him down a yard short of the first down. Looking like it's going to be 4th and 1. 4th and 1. Yep, he's coming off. So looking like they're going to punt the ball. Great 3 and out, guys. I know. Backup quarterback going against our starting defense, but our guys need reps. And, that's a good stop, guys. Jones, number 45, the new number 45 for the Bucs. Him and Diaby came in for the tackle to stop Rudolph before he got to the first down line. I'm not sure what they're doing right now. Maybe they're measuring whether he got the first down or not, but I don't believe he did. I mean, Mason's on the sideline and looking over the iPad already, so my guess is that they're punting. But they're doing the virtual measurement. That's right. Oh, well short. Yeah, I was going to say it was a yard short. I don't think they needed the virtual measurement for that one. But they just wanted an excuse to use it. I get it. We all get it. They want to use it. But yeah, anyone who was watching could tell that was short. All right, is that a Tez Johnson in the receive? The punt, that is. All right, punt is away. All right, received. Good speed. Ooh, takes it left. Oh, he's taking it really far. He cuts up. 45-yard line. Wow. Great start for Tez Johnson. First touch in the preseason and a punt return. What a return. Yeah, he's making his case. No flags, it looks like. No flags for Tez Johnson or anyone on the punt team. Great stuff. He's smiling. Looks like he's going back out there. Bridgewater is going back out there. So far, a really strong start for the Buccaneers. There's a 34-yard return for Tez Johnson. Bucky Irving's back. Looks like Sterling Shepard is in. Mecca is in. Special teams, guys. A lot, very, very important. Never underestimate the power of a good special teams unit. And if we have a good punt returner and a good punter, which I think there's a good chance we do, then we're well on our way. Special teams create special contenders. Feel free to quote me on that one. So, I mean, Todd Bowles' defense is really doing a great job so far. I think they've only played a total of 5 plays, and he's like an interception and a 3-and-out. Can't ask for much more. It'll be interesting to see how Aaron Rodgers does in the regular season. My prediction, Steelers will be around that 9-8, 8-9 area because their defense is always great. Cam Hayward is, on his retirement tour, my guess. But not really, at best they'll be a wild card exit just like they've always been. I don't see this team making it anywhere past the wild card round. The receiver room, DK Metcalf, we'll see if he has any chemistry with Aaron Rodgers, but not the easiest thing to do. Chemistry with Aaron, that is. Baker, on the other hand, tons of chemistry. Almost too much chemistry, Tom Brady would say. That's okay. We love Baker for who he is. We also love Tom. That's all we need. That's all we need. All right, here we go. Ball at the Buccaneers 45-yard line. Teddy alone in shotgun. He takes the snaps looking. Throws. Sterling Shepard catches it. Gain about 13, 14 yards. Great stuff. Teddy's making some really, really good throws. It felt like at the beginning we weren't really in sync. Bucky Irving was getting stopped in the backfield, but then we realized, maybe this game is kind of the passing game type of preseason game, and going pretty well so far, I would say. So, strong start for Teddy, which is what we brought him in for. Veteran presence, guy who's played in so many different teams. All right, alone in shotgun again, Teddy Bridgewater from the Steelers' 42-yard line. Ooh, another catch by Bucky Irving, about 5 yards there. Oh, did they call it incomplete? Did they say hit the ground? Okay. Never mind. A lot of throws to Bucky has been heavily featured. I don't want to get him hurt, though. I mean, terrific job by Bucky trying to go out there and nab it. The replay wasn't really clear there. I think that hit the ground. I'm pretty sure that hit the ground. Yeah, 2nd and 10. What are you going to do? I mean, Bucky's tiny. I don't really know why you're throwing those kind of balls to Bucky. That's okay. 2nd and 10. Teddy takes a snap, hands it off to Bucky Irving again. Oh, my goodness. That's a gain of about 4. Right up the middle. This feels like the Bucky Irving game. I mean, who's complaining, you know? But the Steelers defense, they're not going to let a lot go. My guess is this is probably the last drive for the starters. The starters that are in, at least. Okay, Teddy takes the snap on 3rd and 6, going deep with the ball and misses Emeka Egbuka. He thought he had him, and honestly, he did have him. A better thrown ball, that would have been a nice completion on the sideline. 4th and 6, they might go for this. We'll see. Looks like they are staying on the field to go for this. I like it. I like the aggressive play calling. There was a time where this wasn't really Buccaneers football. Much more conservative, so 4th and 6 incoming. Teddy in shotgun with Bucky to his left. Takes the snaps, looking, throws. Caught by Sterling Shepard, running up the field. Running, is tackled around the 11-yard line. That is a 27-yard gain to Sterling Shepard. Woo, baby, that's why you go for it. That's why you go for it, guys. This offense has what it takes. Sterling just doing a fantastic job reading the defense, finding the hole, and that's what you want to see. That's what we want to see out of a veteran like Shepard. And if that's just between Bridgewater and Shepard. Imagine Baker and Shepard, who have tons of chemistry. So, okay, from the 11-yard line, 11.5-yard line, Teddy takes a snap, hands it off to Bucky Irving, rolls up in the middle, gain about 5 yards. This offense is a train, guys. It's a train. You love to see it. Let's get the starters another touchdown and get them out of there, you know? They'll have proven their point by then. There's so much competition on this wide receiver room. You know, Tez Johnson, Sterling Shepard, Ryan Miller, all those guys. Let's get Emeka his first touchdown. How about that? Okay, Bridgewater under center at the 6-yard line, looks, hands it off to Bucky Irving again, rolls up for another 2 yards-ish, 1 yard, 2 yards. 3rd and 10, or sorry, 3rd and 3 or 4 coming up from the 5 or 4 yard line. But yeah, 3rd and 3. 3rd and 3. Someone's waving it. There's a few terrible towels out there in Pittsburgh. They're doing their best to stop us. I can't say it's that enthusiastic. I don't think we're very intimidated. 3rd and 3 from the 4.5-yard line. Teddy is in shotgun. Looks like Sean Tucker's to his right. Takes the snaps, looking, throws to Emeka in the end zone. Caught! That looks like a touchdown! Caught! Touchdown! Buccaneers! Emeka Egbuka, what did I say? Let's get him his touchdown. Bridgewater to Emeka Egbuka. You could even say that was pass interference, but who cares? Who cares? We got studs on this offense, guys. Oh, my goodness. One-handed grab. I thought it was a one-handed grab, but, man, easy money, knees down, inbounds with the ball, gets it clear, catch, his little butt down on the ground before he goes out of bounds. Great stuff, guys. That's what you wanted to see. Bucky Irving and then Emeka Egbuka, 2 touchdown passes from Teddy Bridgewater on 2 drives. Yeah, I think Buccaneers fans are pretty satisfied. Kyle Trask better watch out, guys. I mean, 2 touchdown drives for Teddy Bridgewater in his first 2 drives with the Buccaneers. That's yeah, he's threatening for QB2. Good stuff. Good stuff. I'm very excited. Shepard's doing a great job. Tez Johnson, shout out for that awesome punt return. A lot of featuring of Bucky. Doesn't seem like the Buccaneers are very worried about injuring Bucky. They're just making him make sure his legs are warm and ready to go for the regular season. But if you ask me, take out the starters. You know, it's 14-0 in the first quarter, proving their point. Emeka did what he had to do. Fantastic stuff, guys. Bucs fans, get hyped. This is what the season's all about. Emeka's getting some praise on the sideline. And the young guys are looking good. We got some studs. All right. Buccaneers looking to kick off. They kicked it away. Let's see the defense. I mean, shout out defense. They've barely been on the field. All right, kickoff goes to about the 31.5, 32-yard line. This new kickoff's kind of weird, but it enforces more returns. Oh, there's a penalty on the kicking team, on the Bucs. Not your favorite thing in the world. Oh, they just added it to the end of the run, looks like. Illegal formation. Maybe someone was like offsides. Does that offsides count as illegal? They probably would just call it offsides. Illegal formation is like the most confusing penalty to me, especially on kickoffs. But, hey, learning lesson, for the guys. All right, 1st and 10 from the 37-yard line. Mason Rudolph obviously still in. Got 3 linebackers lined up. Looks like the starters are still in. They're getting another drive. Mason taking a deep shot down the field. Caught ball down the 20-yard line. Wow. 42-yard pass. Who was that? Number 10? Thought that was Scotty Miller for a second. Is that Scotty Miller? No. Someone named Wilson. My bad. I know Scotty Miller's on that Steelers team, so that Roman Wilson. Okay. I just don't want Scotty Miller torching us, But all right, ball at the 21-yard line on the Bucs. Mason takes another snap. He's going deep. He's looking for a touchdown. Pass interference is going to be called there. They threw a flag. Dean. Jamel Dean looking like he was tugging the guy. Yeah, he held his arm. I mean, 2 plays and they're right up against the end zone. Yeah, Dean, he was kind of grabbing his arm a bit. That's a bummer. This is why we needed to get 2 corners in the draft, because Dean is not a reliable cornerback 1. All right, here we go. Ball at the 2-yard line. Mason Rudolph from shotgun. Audibling at the line. Takes the snaps, looking to throw. Throws. He had a guy tipped off his hands. Incomplete. Number 34, it looked like, for the Steelers. He got open, though. That should have been a touchdown. To Hurlman? That was a mystery by the defense. They thought that was a pick play. But, good recovery by Rudolph. Bad snap, and he recovered quickly. I didn't even notice it when it was live. All right, Rudolph takes the snap from shotguns, looking to throw, and Vita almost had him, caught, touchdown. Number 11, Johnson. Which Johnson is that? Vita almost had him. B. Johnson. Let's see. On Jamel Dean. Dean, that was zone coverage, but Dean, you got to have that, man. This is not helping his case. This is our cornerback 1, guys. He's getting cooked all over the field. Kick is up and good. Extra points good. 14-7 Tampa Bay. Good response from the Steelers. Really bad recovery from the defense. They had a good first 2 drives. Did not take the Steelers very long to get down the field and respond with a touchdown. But Dean, this is not good tape you're putting on the field. They are targeting our cornerback 1 and abusing him. And this is kind of been the story a little bit for the Buccaneers and our defense is that, if our guy escapes a sack, it's like a guaranteed positive play for the opposing offense, just because they can't, our defense can't sustain, staying alive for long periods. Our secondary can't stay alive. These aren't, Dean's going up against guys that aren't even really starters, and he's still, getting abused. So that's a hard watch, and you don't really want our young corners to be learning from that. So not a fan, and I'm sure a lot of other Bucs fans are a bit upset watching that because we shouldn't be seeing that. All right, kick is away. Buccaneers returning the ball, and I'm trying to see who it is who's returning it. Edmonds? I couldn't tell. Green. Okay. I haven't seen him return. Or maybe he did return, but I haven't. His name's kind of new to me. That's all right. Chris Boswell I feel like he looks like he's been in the league for 80 years. Shout out Chris Boswell. Looks like, let's see who's if Bridgewater. It's still the first quarter. Assuming his starters are still in the game. Because personally, I'm good. I don't need to see the starters anymore. Okay, Trask is in now. All right. Ooh, it was a play action pass. But offensive line did not hold up. I can't say, I feel like I'm a little frustrated seeing Trask always playing with the backups. Bridgewater just got here and he already gets to play with the starters. The offensive line isn't nearly as good. But then, okay, what are you going to do? Anyway, pass incomplete to Sean Tucker. All right, Trask and shotgun. The ball is at the 28-yard line of the Bucs. Hands it off to Sean Tucker. Looks like he got about 2-3 yards. We're under the 2-minute mark for the first quarter, but yeah, no, I'm a little frustrated with how they've been treating Trask. I feel like he deserves a shot with the first team, and yet he doesn't. For some reason, Bridgewater, who just got here, gets to be with the first team. Anyway, I'll stop complaining. 3rd and 8 for the Bucs offense. Backups are now in. We didn't have all of our starters out the first 2 drives, so that doesn't matter. All right, Trask takes the snaps, looking, and it gets sacked. I was saying the backup offensive line. Might be a long day for Kyle Trask. Big yikes. Loss of 11. Oh, my goodness. Who was that who got bullied? Scott? Number 66? He didn't stand a chance. Derek Harmon. That's a young defensive tackle for Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh has a good eye for defensive guys. That's Mike Tomlin there. He knows who to look for. So, all right, we'll be punting. He punts away. Riley Dixon. Oh, ball bounces, so there's no reception. That's a good punt. It's bouncing inside the 20 to about the 19-yard line. Good stuff. Listen, punt team's good. Defense and offense was good for the first 2 drives. But then one bad drive defensively, one bad drive offensively. I can excuse, the bad drive for the offense because, the backups are now in. But the drive before with the defense where the Steelers scored in like 3 or 4 plays, that has me worried because it's like most of the starters aren't in for the Steelers on offense, and the Bucs defense got cooked. So it's this is why some people aren't really sure whether to call the Bucs contenders or not. If like these kind of guys are giving us the work. Anyway, okay, Mason Rudolph is out. They have a new quarterback in, number 17. Is that Will Howard? All right, takes a snap from under center, is looking to throw, throws it deep, wide open to number 10 again. Ouch. You don't want to see this. So, Roman Wilson, having a day already, responding pretty strongly. The backups are now in for the defense for the Buccaneers. So, it's backups against backups. But there was no one even close to that Steelers wide receiver, and he just his momentum took him out of bounds. Otherwise, he probably would have gotten a lot more yards. So that's going to be the end of the first quarter. 14-7 Tampa Bay. A lot of good, a lot of bad is what I'll say, which I guess is how preseason works. That's kind of what you expect. But yeah, that touchdown against Dean, really, really bad. Whew. Let me know what you guys are thinking. I'm concerned about this defense. They played well against the Titans, but that was the Titans. Now the Steelers are a very competent, well-run organization. They may not have a good offensive coordinator, but when you're a well-oiled machine, when you're a well-polished machine, you're still going to do some damage, regardless. These are the guys that play in the same division as Joe Burrow, Lamar Jackson, against some really good coaches like Stefanski, John Harbaugh. I mean, the Bengals coach is all right, but he's not that good. Anyway, that's what I mean though. Is like you can't expect to go into Pittsburgh and expect to smoke them. I don't care if it's preseason. Steelers, they'll give you work. They'll give you a hard time. So the offense, Bridgewater did a great job. Trask is now working with the backups once again. Listen, I'm a Gator fan. I want to see Trask given kind of a fair shot, and it feels like he's not getting it, where he never gets to work with the starters. So what are you going to do? Got to work with what you got. And it'll be interesting to see if the Bucs defense can at least hold them here. They're around midfield, I believe, after the catch from Roman Wilson. But shout out any Bucs fans who are watching. Shout out to Steelers fans who are watching. I don't know if there's any Steelers streams going on right now, but the preseason deserves to get watched and observed and analyzed like all games do. And this game, I was gonna say it was a pretty entertaining first quarter. A lot of preseason games kind of don't feel like they end up that way. They end up getting like a 6-9 score by the end. Anyway, back to the second quarter. Ball is at the 49-yard line. Steelers take the snap. He's looking to throw. He rolls out to his right. Throws. Caught. Again, easy, wide open pass, number 13. So this is Thompson, number 17 for the Steelers. Was that Scotty Miller? That was Scotty Miller, number 13. So Thompson, that was a 12-yard gain. That hurts to watch. Scotty Miller playing against us. Shout out Scotty Miller, guys. Super Bowl champion. All right. Thompson looking back, looking to throw. Ooh, that was a tight throw. Jacob Parrish with another pass breakup. He looked good against the Titans. And now he does another pass breakup here. You love to see it. Very strong showing from Parrish so far. He might be challenging Dean already. Who's to say? I don't know if Benjamin Morrison's out there. I'll have to look for 21, but my guess is I haven't really heard from him in practice, so my guess is no. All right, Thompson under center at the Bucs 36-yard line. Tackle in the backfield. Parrish again. Golly, Jacob Parrish, who are you? 3rd-round pick out of Tampa. Loss of 2 for the Steelers. Good stuff, man. Aaron Rodgers watching longingly onto the field. But Jacob Parrish, we might have a young stud on our hands. I hope so. Dean is not showing us much. 3rd and 12 for the Steelers. Thompson in shotgun around at the 38-yard line of the Bucs. Takes the snaps, rolling back, is rushed quickly, and is sacked. Was that Christian Izzian? Christian Izzian and Broswell seemed like they got there at the same time, but that is a sack. About 7-yard sack, it looks like. Going to be a hard field goal to make. My guess is they'll punt. Finally, this is what I needed. I needed the defense to step up because those first down plays were a bit disheartening. Anyway, looks like they are punting. They're at the 45-yard line. Unless you're Cam Little of the Jaguars, you're punting this ball. All right, off it goes. Tez Johnson's fair catching at the 10.5-yard line. All right. Not a great start for the backup defense, but they ended strongly with Jacob Parrish, who I just continue to be impressed by, and then great stop in the backfield. So I like the fair catch there, by the way. Some people don't know when to fair catch, but when you're like around the 10-yard line, you don't know if that ball is bouncing inside the 5 or bouncing in the end zone. You can't take the chance because the 10-yard line is kind of my barrier. If you're inside the 10, best to let it bounce, but if you're right outside the 10, catch it. I think a lot of people would agree. Punters do their best to spin it so it's like they won't bounce too much. Listen, if Tez ends up being just a special teams guy, I'll be happy with that. Cam Hayward is on the Steelers. Am I not? I need to look this up, but I'm pretty sure Hayward. Hold on. Maybe, no. I'm sorry. I'm thinking about one of the Steelers backups. Steelers roster. Quarterback depth chart. Depth chart. Rodgers, Mason Rudolph, Will Howard. I was thinking of Will Howard. So Skylar Thompson, oh God. We were getting cooked by Skylar Thompson those first few plays. The guy who could barely score a touchdown for the Dolphins. So does that mean, I wonder if Skylar Thompson will be playing for the rest of the game or if Will Howard got dropped to 4th on the depth chart. That would be interesting because I see he's got a questionable next to his name. I don't know if that means he's playing or not. I mean, Skylar got put in pretty early. He got put in by the end of the first quarter. I'd be surprised if he played the rest of the game. But it's happened. It happens. We'll see. Shout out Bucs Nation. Anyone who's watching, Bucs, Steelers Nation. You guys, or just a fan of any team who wanted to watch a Bucs fan watching the Bucs Steelers preseason game. We need more preseason live streams. That's just how it should be. I think this has been a pretty entertaining preseason game so far. There used to be a time Bucs games, not very entertaining. So, I don't know. I'm just happy that the Bucs are relevant even after the Brady era. Like a lot of Bucs fans, including myself, thought once Brady was gone, we'd go back to being irrelevant. We've won the division 4 years in a row. I don't care if you call it Trash Mountain because of the NFC South. It's like, I'll take it. Ooh, but we're back. Okay, looks like Sean Tucker might have been stopped in the backfield. Or gain of nothing. Not sure. Oh, they're showing the throwback for the Steelers. I think it looks terrible. I don't care what anyone says. Steelers fans, feel free to click off if you disagree. You can't lie to me and tell me that looks good. Okay, 2nd and 10 for Trask. He takes screen to Sean Tucker. Gain of 4, looks like. So, but no, I do not like the. Do you call that the Bumblebee uniform? I don't think that's the Bumblebee uniform. Because the Bumblebee uniform that I used to see on like Madden was like striped like horizontally, and that one has a different kind of design. It almost looks like a prison outfit. I'm sorry, or maybe I'm not. Who's to say? 3rd and 6 for Trask at the 15-yard line. Takes the snap, is looking to pass, throws, oh, no, never mind, broken up. That was intended for Raheem Jarrett. A little bit behind him. A little bit behind. 3 and out. That's a quick 3 and out for the Bucs offense. 2 consecutive 3 and outs for Trask in the offense. You got to do better. You have to do better against when it comes to the Steelers defense. You have to expect more. This is Mike Tomlin. Come on. I expect more, at least. All right, punts away. Received around the 22-yard line. Guys are chasing him. Tackled around the 26-yard line. I mean, the Bucs have the better throwbacks. That's undeniable. Sorry to say. That doesn't mean that we're the better franchise. I mean, Steelers, you guys have 6 Super Bowls. We only have 2. But we are 2-0, just like the Ravens in Super Bowls. And you guys do have Aaron Rodgers as your quarterback, and we don't. So who's really winning? I'm just kidding. I know I have Steelers fans friends who, you know, all in good fun. All in good fun. Anyone who's watching, don't worry about it. But I've been to Pittsburgh recently. It's a good city. It's a great city. The steel mill. The steel city, as you like to say. I'll be in Pittsburgh next year for the draft. Shout out Pittsburgh, man. And I know you guys are excited to host that, hopefully. So things have kind of slowed down, I guess, for the game, like some 3 and outs and punts. It's become, whenever the starters leave, it's just a little less interesting, I suppose. That's okay. The standouts so far for the Bucs, that is Jacob Parrish on defense has done a really good job, and then Emeka with his first touchdown. Bucky Irving, obviously a highlight. Teddy Bridgewater is making a strong case for QB2. I hate to say it, even as a Trask fan, I hate to say it, but he's making a strong case, and that just kind of happens. That's just kind of veterans who've been in the league for a while tend to be there for a reason. And, you know, Trask, this is his 5th season. He's not a spring chicken or anything, but, like, at the same time, you have to give it up to the guys who've been there for over a decade. That's why the disrespect to Mike Evans makes no sense to me. 11 straight. 11. straight 1,000-yard seasons, going for a 12th. He played so well against the Steelers starting secondary that he didn't even have to play tonight. You know? I don't care. I don't care what anyone says, like, oh, he's like an older receiver and they don't want him hurt. No, that's not what that means. It means he cooked the Steelers so bad that they said have the day off. Same thing with Baker. And, Aaron gets the day off. And okay, we're back. Oh, long run, handoff for the Steelers up to about the 40-yard line. That was about like a 13-yard run. It was a good cutback that he made. Was that Jalen Warren? Ooh, good job by the Steelers offensive line there. Missed tackle by Isian and a tackle by Jacob Parrish. Jacob Parrish, guys. Make sure you know that name. I can already tell. I think a lot of people can already tell. All right, 1st and 10 from the 39.5-yard line. Handoff again is hit and dropped after a gain of like 3.5. Oh, Johnson. This is Johnson as the running back, not Warren. I think Warren is number 30 or something like that. No, there was an interception, Gil. The interception of Zion at the beginning. Shout out Zion. I guess it happened so early in the game that, Zion wasn't able to do much else before he was taken off. Okay. Pass short. Stops for a 3rd down. That was, again, Parrish. I think I'm just shouting out Parrish just because he's been involved in so many different plays. I just find that impressive, considering there's 11 guys on defense, and yet Parrish is at the end of everything. Brandon Johnson is the receiver, and then there's a K. Johnson as the running back for the Steelers. All right, handoff again, and it looks like he's stuffed just short. It's going to be 4th and 1 or inches. It'll be interesting to see if they go for it. I know everyone wants to see like the tush push against Desmond Watson. Desmond Watson is not active, guys. He still needs to lose some weight so it can be like safe and healthy for him to play. So 4th down, they got to go for it. It's like it's too short not to. Will they QB sneak it? Will it be a handoff, play action? We'll see. All right, he changed the play. He's winding back into shotgun. Play clock's going down. Will they try and draw him offside? Nope, they're going for it. Throws it short. Caught. Looks like he got it. Looks like he reached across and got it. That's Hayward with the catch. That was close. Well contested by the Buccaneers defense. Great effort by Hayward. That was a cool play. That was fun. He reached out there. That was really cool. All right, Thompson out. Look at Skylar Thompson looking. Oh, whoa. I know no one wants to hear me say it, but that looked a little Mahomey. Like he was like surrounded by 3 Buccaneers defenders in the backfield and like did like a shovel pass to the... Who was that to? I'm not sure. That was Johnson, the running back, for like 9 yards. Elijah Roberts on the rush. Nick Jackson was also there, but nope, they weren't able to get to him. 2nd and 1 from the Bucs 41-yard line. Oh, boy. Skylar Thompson in shotgun. We are under the 8-minute mark. Fakes the handoff. Looking deep. Pass. Caught. Scotty Miller to like the 17 or 18-yard line. Oh, that hurts. Scotty. Why are you doing this? Who was that on coverage? Looks like Brandon Jones, the linebacker. Yeah, that's a mismatch. Looks like Garland or Galbraith. Galbraith for 5 yards there on first down. That was looks like okay, so it'll be like a 2nd and 5-ish. They're inside the 15-yard line. Arthur Smith calling the plays for the Steelers. Listen, I'm not Buccaneers, we have our experience with Arthur Smith. We should be performing a little bit better than this with Skylar Thompson on offense. But here we go. Takes the snap out of shotgun. Skylar's looking. Tosses for a screen. Is blown up. Izzian with the tackle in the backfield. It's like a loss. Or was it incomplete? It was a good rush. They got inside. Yeah, it was incomplete. I'm sorry. Incomplete pass. It was a high pass, but Izzy in there with a contest. Good play. Third down, 3rd and 5 from the 13-yard line of the Bucs. They're in the red zone. Skylar in shotgun. Takes the snaps, looking to pass, throws, tipped up, intercepted. Intercepted Buccaneers. Great play. Oh my gosh, he's still going. He's trying to take it back, and he's tackled around the 44-yard line. What a play by this defense. What was I saying? They needed to make a play. Arthur Smith can't cook us like this. Scotty Miller's showing us. Oh, there's a flag. There's a flag. Was it roughing the passer? Oh, no. No, I didn't. The flag symbol was so small, I didn't see it. Oh, that's such a bummer. It was a great play. It was a personal foul. That's a bummer. That sucks. I was really hyped by that. What are you going to do? Wait. Is it still Bucs ball? It was a Steelers personal foul. Oh wait, no. I can't tell. Was it or was it not? It looks like he's coming off the field. Sorry, my volume isn't on. So I don't know what's going on. The Steelers still on offense? Is it still their ball? The ticker on NFL.com says it's Buccaneers football, but when there's a personal, it looked like they were pointing in the way of Steelers, pointing in the way of the Bucs making the play. It says unnecessary roughness 5 yards. Anyway. What are you going to do? That was a good play. So penalty on Christian Izzian. I'm seeing that. Okay, so it was a Buccaneers penalty. They should move the ball back to it'll be the Steelers ball. First down for the Steelers. Christian. Bummer for number 22. Was it Vildor or something? He made a great play on the ball. Now, I just didn't know if it was, if Izzian, was it like a blitz and then he roughed they haven't shown a replay on what the penalty was. So, you always hate to see a great play like that get nullified. Overall, though, I think that it's still good tape, obviously. It means that, our young guys are out there making plays. Because he, stuck his arm in there and bounced up, and he knew where the ball was, came down, and then returned it 30 yards. That's a combination of 3 awesome plays by a defensive back. If you can do all 3 of those in the same play, you're doing something right. You're doing great stuff. So, shout out Vildor. I know it didn't count because of Izzian's penalty, but I mean, we all saw it. We know that you made a great play. So, that's what matters. Wait a second. Wait, the Bucs offense is on the field? Oh, it's 2nd and 4. But wait. So it counted. Oh, so was it a penalty on the Bucs after the interception happened? Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay, here we go. Handoff. This is 2nd and 4. 37, gets the first down. All right, guys, we got another interception. Never mind. Great play. I was confused because I saw them celebrating on the sideline even after the penalty had been announced. So I was like, okay, like what's going on here? Listen. Number 22, we saw you. We saw you. I don't care if it was Skylar Thompson. First down for the Buccaneers, 17-yard line, another handoff. Ooh, great broken tackle. Another first down. Great run. That was Williams, number 37. He's running strong. Gosh, our running room is so good. I love these guys making guys, a lot of small, stout, strong running backs. You know, we don't have Mike Allstott or LeGarrette Blount anymore. We have just the small, fast, speedy guys. First down for the Bucs. Takes the handoff to Sean Tucker. Ooh, dropped in the backfield. Loss of 2. Ouch. I was just hyping up the run game, and then that happens. It's okay. Doesn't mean the other plays didn't happen. Offensive line. I want to see a throw to Tez Johnson because he's in there at receiver, but it's like I don't think he's got any targets. The only times he's touched the ball are on punts. So 2nd and 12 for the Buccaneers. There we go. Trask takes the snap. Oh, is throwing, almost intercepted. That was going to Tez Johnson, so it sounds like Trask heard me, but they were not on the same page there. Tez wasn't even looking for the ball. That could have been intercepted. So Tez, yeah, I think he was just running a different route. I think Trask thought he was running an out route, and Tez thought he was doing like a up and go. Or out and go. Well, looks like Pittsburgh's got a decent crowd there. All right, 3rd and 12 for the Bucs at the 25-yard line. Trask takes the snap, looking to throw, so trying to avoid the pressure. Throws, caught by Sean Tucker, but well short of the first down. Good job by Trask avoiding the rush, but looks like there was no one open downfield, and going to be a punt. Another 3 and out. Or no, sorry, not 3 and out. We got a couple first downs from the runs at first. You forget about that when the passing game all of a sudden is like not our strength when it was with Teddy. Again, Trask isn't working with the starters like he was in game 1 where he looked better. That's okay. We still are leading. All right, Dixon with a punt. Punts it away. Received. He's returning it. Tackled around the 34-yard line. The Steelers' own 34-yard line. Out come back the Steelers. Listen, stop them again. Try and do like a 1-minute, 2-minute drill. You know, we still got all 3 timeouts. Oh, here's a question. Do we think that Todd Bowles is going to use all 3 of his timeouts before halftime? Over, under. I guess there's no over for all the timeouts used. Over, under 1 timeout remaining by halftime for the Bucs. We will see. Skylar Thompson is still in 29-yard line. 34-yard line is where the Steelers are starting. Skylar's under center, takes the snap, hands it off, and is stopped before the line of scrimmage. Might be a loss of 1. Was that Jones or who was that? Gaines? Greg Gaines? A lot of people have complained that there's like a steep drop-off after Vita Vea and Kalijah Cansey in our defensive tackle room. I mean, yeah. But, you know, shout out Greg Gaines.
2 interceptions, guys. We had 2 interceptions already. All right, takes the snaps. This is Skyler. He's getting blitzed by 22, but he avoids the sack. He's trying to run. Goes out of bounds with basically no yards. Defense doing another good job of covering downfield. They look different. Now you got to hold on third down. Everyone knows it doesn't matter. If you held them on first and second, don't celebrate till you stop them on third. Looks like we've hit the 2-minute warning, though. So, listen, it's impressive Skyler stay in the league as long as he has, because I thought he was pretty terrible when he's with the Dolphins. And but some guys manage to stay in the goodwill of a lot of teams, no matter where they end up. So, I respect it. Thank you, Big Schmidt. I appreciate you. Any fan who's watching, you are welcome. This is the Bucs Steelers game that I'm watching, but I can comment on any of the teams. Is McMillan hurt? I don't know. They haven't reported on his status yet. I have to check, though. I hope not, because obviously we didn't want him playing once he went down. If anyone knows, though, feel free to mention in the chat. I'm checking right now, see if I have any updates on that. Because he went down with a pretty bad looking injury. I'm checking Greg Allman right now. I mean, he's definitely not coming back in, but it's just one of those things that you have to hope that. So he walked off the field, but I have not seen an update on whether he, it's like a significant injury or not. Are they crediting Nick Jackson with the sack when he ran out of bounds? I don't like that being credited as a sack. I mean, listen, I want Nick Jackson to succeed, but I don't like that being. He literally just ran out of bounds, and it was like for no gain. So they're evaluating Jalen McMillan for a concussion right now. That's what they're currently saying. And it was Kendall Vindlor who had the interception, number 22. But yeah, Scott Smith, Bucs beat reporter, was saying that the touchdown drive, when Jalen McMillan went down, he landed on his head and neck, and obviously he's out for the rest of the game, but they're evaluating him for a concussion. So that's where the worry is. Honestly, obviously, while no one wants a concussion to be the case, could be a lot worse. The hit to the head was obviously really worrying, though. All right, back to the game. We're past the 2-minute. Oh, is that a false start? Okay, false start on the Steelers. Listen, I'm just trying to get a 2-minute drive from the Bucs to end the half. I want to see Trask doing that whole routine because they practice that a lot in camp. Oh, yeah, number 79 was that? 78? Bucs have been pretty disciplined with penalties so far this game. I've been pretty impressed. Because preseason, that's typically a problem for us, is the discipline. But it seems like guys are they're locked in right now. Even if we've given up some big plays, the penalties aren't really hurting us too much. All right, so it is 3rd and 15. Skyler in shotgun. He takes the snaps looking back, throws it to number 11, short of the first down by quite a bit. Clock's running. I'm hoping Todd uses a timeout here. Clock's still rolling, though. That was a gain of 9, so it'll be 4th and 6. It was good protection from the Steelers' O-line, but it was a quick pass. And it looks like the Steelers are going to let the clock run. I don't know why. This is, once again, Todd not using a timeout. I don't know why. Situationally, it makes sense to call a timeout. You want to give your offense as much time to work with, but he is letting this clock run all the way down. I don't know why he's doing this. It's really frustrating. Those who betted the over on timeouts remaining by halftime, they're definitely smiling. Okay, and yeah, now the ball's bouncing. It's bouncing. They're going to get a really good bounce there. It's going to be at the 11-yard line or 12-yard line. And we have 3 timeouts. Cool. We're 59 seconds left when we could have had like a minute 40. Eric Walker probably just wants this game to be over. I mean, I think all NFL coaches should be evaluating their guys, like, regardless if their starters are playing right now. Like, you want to be evaluating what you have at all times. So, and you put them in a situation to succeed. And that was not putting them in a position to succeed. You are now on the 12-yard line with less than a minute to drive down the field. That's just frustrating. Anyway, 12-yard line, Kyle takes the snaps, looking to throws. Oh, boy. It was a screen to Sean Tucker, but it was well defended and incomplete. Not a good decision by Trask. If the starters are in, that probably goes for a pick 6. But the O-line is not holding up, I will say. They are... Kyle is being rushed very quickly, so not a great performance so far from this O-line. Or maybe it's just a good performance from the Steelers' defensive line. Anyway, Trask is being hurried a lot. Second down, Trask takes the snaps, looking to throw again, is hurried again. He's looking to run. He is running and slides after a gain of 5. Are they going to call a timeout? Yeah, they call it. It's just weird. Why are we calling a timeout now? I mean, like, we're on our, like, deep on our own side of the field. And, yeah. Injuries. I mean, yeah, I get it. Like, we don't want anyone to get injured, but at the same time, like, that's football. You have to see what you have, you know? You have to play the game. And these are backups who are playing at this point. You know, you got to give these guys an opportunity to prove themselves. So, Trask with a scramble, looking like a slightly faster Tom Brady, which I know doesn't say much. So it's 3rd and 6, 46 seconds left. Oh, the Steelers used a timeout. Okay. So 3rd and 6, so they're trying to get the ball back. A first down would be great here if Trask can manage that. My guess is it's going to be a blitz. No, they rush with 4. Trask looking to pass, throws, caught by Tez Johnson. Great move. Juke slide down at the 25-yard line. Timeout because it looks like the clock is stopped at 39 seconds. But Tez Johnson with a fantastic move. That's what I was hoping to see out of him. A lot of us were, I mean, once he has the ball in his hands, that's what makes him dangerous. That's why he's a dangerous punt returner and a dangerous yak receiver. You know, yards after catch, YAC, yak receiver. But that was a great move. 2 guys were going after him, and he dodged them. He juked him out and got a first down. So that was the first time out by Tampa Bay. They now have the ball at the 24-yard line. 39 seconds left. Trask and shotgun takes the snap. Obviously looking to throw. Looking. Takes a shot to the... he took a shot to Tez Johnson. Incomplete. Not a great decision because he was double covered. Not my favorite thing in the world, guys. Trask is very inconsistent tonight. Yikes. It was tipped there, but even if it wasn't tipped, Tez Johnson was well defended there. All right, 2nd and 10, 33 seconds left. Trask takes the snap. He's looking to throw, passes again, and it bounces off of Raheem Jarrett. Didn't even look like he was looking for the ball. He was running a crosser across the field, and it just bounced right off him. He wasn't even looking. A lot of miscommunication. It's either on coaching or it's on Trask, who's not doing a good job of explaining what the play is. I mean, it could also be on Jarrett, who just didn't understand that, this was his. All right, third down. Trask takes the snap. He's looking to throw again. Takes a shot at the sideline and just well out of bounds. Not even close. Really, really bad consecutive 3 plays. Not a great look. 24 seconds left. You're going to punt it away and just hope that they don't get a field goal. Yikes. Listen, I know the Steelers are well coached defensively, but that wasn't a good look. I'm a bit disappointed in the execution there. So, we'll be punting it away. At least Ted Johnson had a cool play, but I don't know. All right, Dixon to punt. Punts it away. Caught, 25-yard line, trying to return. Runs up the sideline, is bounced out of bounds around like the 36, 37-yard line. 12 seconds remaining. Steelers may take like a shot downfield, or they might just kneel it. We'll see. But headed towards halftime. All the action was really in the first quarter, but that kind of tends to be the case when the starters are playing in a preseason game. So here we go. Okay, it looks like they're going to run a play. They're not kneeling it. They're running a play from the 36-yard line. The Steelers 36-yard line. This is Skylar Thompson taking the snap, looking to throw. He's getting rushed, runs out. Okay, there's a flag that's thrown, throws, caught out of bounds. That's going to be incomplete. My guess is that was a holding penalty. Holding offense, yep. So that will probably be the half. I doubt the Steelers try throwing it downfield again. He didn't even need to do that. Yeah, they'll probably just kneel it here. Go to halftime. That was tough, but overall, I'm pretty satisfied with how things have gone. All right, 14-7 at halftime, guys. How we feeling? Let me know in the comments. Good performance, bad performance. Jacob Parrish, man. I am so excited about what Jacob Parrish is showing. So I don't know. I'm pretty. And Tej Johnson had the cool play, and Mecca Ibuka with the touchdown. Bucky Irving. There was some really good stuff that was happening in that first half or the first quarter. Second quarter, not much going on, but preseason tends to happen that way. But shout out everyone who's watched. Shout out everyone who's going to continue watching. Got a whole nother half of football, guys. But make sure to subscribe, everybody. We'll be doing a lot of streams this season. And we'll be doing all kinds of videos, Buccaneers related. We need Bucs streamers out there. Let me know in the comments what you thought about that first half. I want to respond, want to comment, want to talk to you guys. Any specific person who's like really standing out to you guys? Like I said, Jacob Parrish was my MVP of the first half. Teddy Bridgewater is looking like he might be stealing QB2 from Kyle Trask. That's kind of my takeaway. I don't have any updates on Jalen McMillan just yet, but we're just kind of seeing how that goes. He's being evaluated for a concussion. Hopefully it's nothing serious. We're going to need him for the season, but disappointing performance from Trask. He hasn't been great. He has not been great. Bridgewater's been pretty impressive. He's made some good throws, timely throws. Again, Trask is playing with backups. Bridgewater's playing with the starters. So performances are going to vary because of that. Just kind of how it goes. A lot of guys are just... Seems like communication is really off when Trask has been on. The backups have not been communicating well, and just missed passes, errant reads, really kind of a far cry from where Trask has been last week, where he was performing really well against the Titans. My guess is he plays the third quarter, and then they give the fourth quarter to the other quarterback that I can't remember his name, but that's how it goes. Shout out Bridgewater. I'm really excited about him, and but yeah, just let me know. Let me know what you guys are thinking. I feel like the Steelers are like, they did pretty well on offense. They had some deep throws that, Dean is like probably my most disappointed performance, if I'm being honest. He got completely abused by some backup receiver and quarterback. And like, if he's going to be our starting corner, like quarterback one, that's just not what you want to see. I'm okay with Teddy starting. I mean, yeah. Honestly, yeah. I mean, it's like Teddy, he has a lot of experience. And, Trask just hasn't had a lot of play time, with starters. Obviously, Baker will be the one who'll be our QB1, but with Teddy as our QB2, it's like he has a good leadership presence. I just think it's really impressive. Trask's whole career has been a disappointment. I mean, in the end, he's been backing up two great quarterbacks, so it's like he just hasn't been on a team where he would really get a chance because those are, have been two of the better quarterbacks of the 2020s. I mean, the Bucs QBs have been thriving this decade, which has not been our MO. And anyway, but no, Bridgewater's been really impressing considering like we signed him last week, and then now all of a sudden, I don't know. It's like he threw 2 touchdowns on his first 2 drives. Like, that's crazy. Like, Teddy just got here, and he was like coaching high school like a couple weeks ago, and now all of a sudden he's like throwing touchdowns. So, I think that's pretty cool. Kate Otten is that dude. I agree. Kate Otten is that dude. He didn't get any catches, I think, this game. He even dropped a pass, which is kind of a bummer, but like overall, I love him. He's cool. I love Cade. I don't know, but he is awesome. Very underrated tight end, and I think he might thrive in fantasy this year. But we've got some good backup tight ends too. Devin Culp, I think, is going to be showing up this season, and you never know. It's just we got so many weapons. That's the problem. Is like Baker's going to have to distribute to all these guys. Emeka is just looking like an absolute steal of the draft. Like, he's a stud. The touchdown catch that he had was awesome. Bucky's touchdown catch was crazy. Like, I don't know why Bridgewater was like targeting Bucky so much in the passing game, but like he shut me up real quick when Bucky caught that touchdown. So I don't know. I just thought that was pretty fun. And then the Steelers, they showed a few things, but defensively, 2 interceptions for the Buccaneers. Like, I was happy with that. They stalled 2 drives. I mean, Zion with the interception and the second play on defense was really cool. Like, that first quarter was extremely entertaining, and then the second quarter came around and like nothing happened. But like, that's okay. We don't need like things to be happening all the time. Preseason really is just about observing like, okay, who's really standing out, and just making sure that nobody gets hurt, because Jalen McMillan having that injury could be a little concerning. I haven't seen any crazy updates on what's going on with him, but Scott Smith told, like, the Bucs beat reporter, he's been saying that he said he's being evaluated for a concussion, and that's all we have right now. I mean, concussion protocol goes on for a few days, but if they're worried about concussion, especially with more than a few weeks out for the first regular season game, I would say there's a strong chance. He's not going to play next week, but we'll just keep him ready for week 1 in the regular season. My guess is he'll be ready for week 1, unless there's like if it's more than a concussion. But so far they've reported it's just a concussion. Josh Williams is in for running back, and he's been performing pretty well. He had 2 first down runs. It's been him and Sean Tucker kind of rotating after Bucky Irving, did his stuff for a few drives. And then obviously Rashad White, who's dealing with a groin injury right now. He's not playing. My guess is he might be out for going into the regular season. Groin injuries are sometimes hard to come back from. I think it was a strain 2. So Yeah. But if there's like a back injury, then we might worry a bit more if it's like a concussion and like he hurt his back, like there's something strained or broken in his back. But let's not put that into the universe. I'm hoping there's nothing wrong with his back. No one is. No one wants that. You just gotta teach those young guys, like, it's preseason. You don't need to like risk your body going for these catches. It shows how much they care, but it's not worth it. Not at all worth it. And we're just all hoping he recovers well. Other than that, though, I don't think there's any other injury things that happened this game or this half. We got another half to go, but all the other starters have managed to get out okay. Lavonte didn't play, Mike Evans didn't play, and Baker didn't play. And the only starters that I didn't see out for the Steelers was DK Metcalf, Aaron Rodgers, the running backs. I'm not sure who they have at running back. Jalen Warren's one of the running backs, and there's probably another running back out there that I think they signed somebody. I don't know. But Jacob Parrish is my standout, guys. Like, he was our 3rd-round pick, and he's been all over the field. I want to see more, but honestly, like, it might be better just to keep him out because, like, golly, what a stud that we got there. And Benjamin Morrison has also been out a bit. He's not playing, but that's okay because I don't know. We just let him heal up for the regular season. That's okay. And I think overall it was a good half. The second quarter was boring, but that's when the backups come in, and Trask is not showing as much as he did in the first game, but he was playing with some starters. I want people to, who is winning the game. The Buccaneers are winning right now. It's 14-7 Buccaneers. That's for Big Schmidt there. But overall, performance-wise, the Buccaneers are doing a lot better. No turnovers from the Bucs offense, which is good. They've stalled a few times, but Riley Dixon looks good punting the ball, and the offense has had 2 really good drives with Teddy Bridgewater leading the first-team offense. I wonder if they'll switch it around for Game 3 of the preseason where Trask reps with the first team. But, I think most people are going to be clamoring like, hey, I want Teddy as QB2 for this team. Like, we have Super Bowl aspirations, guys, and we'd rather have an experienced QB2 in rather than like a guy who's not really hasn't had a lot of regular season reps like Kyle Trask. And I'm a Trask guy, but I'm also a realist, and so that's just a good thing to keep in mind is that we're about the team winning, and we're not about seeing specific players do well. If you have an agenda, if you just want only Florida Gator or Florida State guys or only specific college players doing well, then the team's not going to do well. And there's a lot of teams out there that only care about individual stats. I would say the Miami Dolphins are a team where it's like it's the individual over the team. And maybe I'm letting Tyreek Hill cloud the culture for the Dolphins a bit there. But the Bucs are definitely a team first organization, and they're always focused on winning rather than making sure that their stats are up, and Mike Evans is kind of the epitome of that. When you come to this channel, you're just going to get Mike Evans glaze. That's just kind of expect any Bucs channel you go to. If they're not glazing Mike Evans, you're probably not on an actual Bucs channel. But Mike Evans is the reason why this team, him and Lavonte David are the reasons why this team is so unselfish. And overall, I'm pretty happy with the first quarter, second quarter. Both teams were kind of looking sluggish, but that's okay because the Bucs defense, we're forcing turnovers. Bend don't break defense. We force turnovers, 2 interceptions, getting plays in the backfield. The thing is though, high risk for Todd Bowles' defense, high reward, but also with comes high risk, you're gonna let some big plays happen, like Skylar Thompson was able to make. He made some good play action passes deep down the field. Scotty Miller was torching us a little bit. He got some 2 big throws and 2 big catches downfield. You hate to see that because that was our guy, man. That was Brady's guy. And anyway, looks like we're coming back. Mike Tomlin is back on the field. He's doing some interview right now, but everyone's coming back on the field. And, yeah, I don't know. I think there's some, anyway, there's good stuff coming. Trask probably getting another quarter, I'd say. And Mason Rudolph was in for like 2-3 drives. I don't know if there's I don't know if let's see here. The other quarterback on the roster for I'm checking the roster for Will Howard. I don't know if Will Howard's going to be playing. Hopefully he is. Okay, it looks like Skylar still got his helmet on, so I think he'll be playing still. But it should be interesting to see how this goes, or who will be playing. I want Trask to get some more reps. He deserves it because, if you're playing with the backups, you deserve more shots to prove yourself, in my opinion. I don't care if I'm a Gator bias guy, but I don't know. Let me know what you guys think of the performances so far. All right, looks like they're about to kick off. Chase is about to kick off for the second half. And shout out everyone who's still watching. Appreciate you. The second half of football in a preseason game, most people turn off. I think that there's actually a lot to learn from the second half because those are where the hidden gems are found. So here we go. Kickoff is away, and the Steelers are returning. Ooh, miss tackle. Gets up to around the 35-yard line. Looks like Skylar's coming back out to play quarterback again. They're kind of running similarly how we're running. I think we're going to do Trask for quarters 2 and 3. My guess is Skylar's doing the same thing. So, Chris Roswell, I'm looking to see some stuff out of him. Can I ask I hope to see more from Obeka, sub Buckheads. Let's go. Can I ask a fantasy keeper question? Absolutely. What we got, Shadows? Wicked. Okay, the ball is at the 35-yard line. Taken under the snaps, looking to throw. Skylar dumps it off, and hurdles, gets thrown around similarly to Jalen McMillan, but he reaches the first down line. It's 12 yards. I turned it on when Bucs had 1 or 2 or 3 and outs, and before I could type my remarks, Bucky scored on a turnover. So far, so good. Absolutely, David. That's what I was thinking. I was worried about Bridgewater being so early, but then he played great. Okay, Shadows. One-man keeper league question: keep Kyron Williams to lose round 8, or keep Brock Bowers to lose round 10. Tight end slot in my league is also a time right. I'd say Bowers. I'd go Bowers. And lose to the 10th router. That is insane value because he's going to go in the first 2 rounds. You got to keep Bowers, and I think a lot of the chat will agree with me there. I'm keeping Bucky Irving in my league, in my one-man keeper league, so it's because we got him undrafted. So, yeah. Anyway, but yeah, keep Bowers. Absolutely keep Bowers. There was an incomplete pass there. Might have been a penalty. Not sure. Illegal use of hands on Pittsburgh. Greg Gaines got in there for the sack. Was trying to get the sack. But first and 20 for the Steelers after the illegal use of hands penalty. Ball's on their own 37-yard line. Skylar takes the snaps, looking to throw. He's looking to run. He's running. Slides down after a gain of around, 6 yards. Thank you for your input. I'm a Raiders fan too. It's just tough because I like running backs. I get it, man. Also, if you like running backs, shout out Ashton Genty. He had that awesome stiff arm for the Raiders today. So, good for you guys. It says watch along. Yeah, obviously I can't show the game because of copyright. So So I'm watching the game right now. If you guys have the game on yourself, that's like I'm just here for some commentary. I'm not allowed to show the game because of the copyright. Sorry about that. But the ticker's up here, so we know where in the game we're at. All right, here we go. We got 3rd and 13. Ball on their own 44-yard line. Skylar sends a guy in motion. All right, takes the snap. He's throwing. He's getting a rush. Steps up in the pocket. Dumps it down to number 27 and is well short of the first down. Ashton does look nice. Excited to see him throughout the season. Dude, seriously. Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah. I'm not streaming the game, but all good. 4th down for the Steelers. They'll be punting away. Tez Johnson back to receive again. Oh boy, been talking a lot, but no, stick around, Ricardo. Stick around. We're having a fun time. Tez with the fair catch. Ooh, I might have preferred him to let that one bounce into the end zone, but what are you gonna do? Get as much touches for the ball, you know. You want to prove yourself, but it was, you know, at least he didn't bobble it, man. Good 3 and out from the Bucs defense. Good start to the second half. I want to see some offense from Trask and just these guys in general. Tez Johnson. I don't like what Raheem Jarrett's showing me. Let's get Ryan Miller involved. You know, he was popping off in the Titans preseason game. He had like 6 catches before he was being evaluated for a concussion. And Jalen McMillan still being evaluated for a concussion and a back injury himself. We're hoping it's nothing serious. But so far from what I've seen, there hasn't really been any updates besides just being evaluated. That stuff can take time, so you never know. Let's go Shiloh. Dude, yes. Because we had J.J. Roberts. He was one of our undrafted free agent pickups. He actually went down with a knee injury on Thursday, and he's out for the season. And he was one of the guys competing with Shiloh for that safety spot. So Shiloh's playing now, and, you know, because of that injury, he has a better chance of making the 53-man roster, or at the very least the practice squad. But, we're going to need something, maybe get a turnover, some big tackles out of him. So we'll see how that goes. I'm rooting for the guy. Almost got his signature at training camp. But, no, he's cool. He's stuck around quite a bit. You know, even though he's very humble, he likes interacting with the fans, and I think that's awesome. I think the Sanders family is getting a bad rep because they just bring personality, you know? Especially Shiloh, like, for a family that's, like, criticized for being, like, really over the top. Like, I don't know. Shiloh is, like, a very calm, cool, collected guy that just seems to be happy to be there. So, very, very interested to see how Shiloh does. I also want to see Chris Broswell do well. He was our second-round pick in 2024, and he was not doing much. Let's just say that. He has not really proven himself to be a second-round draft pick. Anyway, we're back to the game. All of them are very humble people. Yeah, seriously. All right, here we go. Trask is in shotgun. Or that might not be. Is that Trask? No, it's not. All right, dump off. Ooh, first down. Good play. Do you keep Josh Allen or Derrick Henry in a keeper league? It's 6 keepers and 1. I have Kupp, Rashee Rice, Worthy, Pickens, Pollard, and Irving. You have 6 keepers? That's a bit much, don't you think? I don't know if I've ever heard of 6 keepers. I would keep Josh. I mean, depends what pick you're losing. But I mean, Josh is probably a QB1 for a lot of people. So, Dump off and goes down. Was that Ryan Miller? Yeah, but I would say Josh Allen. Keep Josh Allen. Derrick Henry, just with running backs, you never know. The older they get, there's just more risk, and Josh Allen's in his prime. Less risk there. Can't just come off an MVP year. They're hungry for a Super Bowl. I would go Josh. All right, 2nd and 11 for the Bucs. All right, takes the snaps, looking, caught Raheem Jarrett. That's like a gain of like 8 or 9. Dude, I'll keep doing fantasy advice, guys. If you guys need fantasy advice, just let me know. I've won back-to-back championships with my brother before, so I'm not calling myself an expert, but at the same time, I know what it takes. And keeper leagues are fun. I'm trying Dynasty for the first time this year, so that'll be interesting. I've got a pretty good team, if I do say so myself. All right, 3rd and 3. 3rd and 3. Ooh, might be a free play? No. Throws, caught. Who was that? It was a good pass. Oh, there's a flag. And I think he jumped. It's Tez Johnson. 13 yards. Yeah, penalties declined. See you in a bit, Ricardo. Tez doing a good job. Ooh, good catch. Honestly, Tez is showing me some stuff, guys. Shout out Tez Johnson. I'm liking what I'm seeing a lot. First down for the Bucs. Excuse me. From the 38-yard line of Tampa. Takes the snap, fakes the handoff, stepping up, throws. Oh, just off of Tez Johnson's hands. Seriously, right after I'm complimenting him, he lets that drop. I mean, it was a little high, but like it hits your hands like that, you should catch it. You should catch it, man. That's tough. Another good in-breaking route, but like it's I mean, you want the quarterback to hit you in the chest, but at the same time, it's like that kind of hurts. I don't know. That's a tough one. All right. 2nd down and 10. Here we go. Takes the snaps, looking to throw. Caught. Ooh. Okay, he bobbled it. He caught it. Number 85. Who's number 85? This is, I'm learning with you guys. I'm not a aficionado when it comes to knowing every name. A lot of these guys are what we like to call grocery baggers. And I say that as a guy streaming football. Listen, I understand. There's some irony there, but a lot of these guys will not be on an NFL team. I didn't even know 85 was a player on our team. Green, he was returning kicks for us. That's what he was doing. Okay, I didn't know he was receiving passes too. 3rd and 5. 3rd and 5. Takes the snaps, looking to pass, dumps it off. Tez Johnson, ooh, tackled short of the sticks. He tried to spin out of it, but it was a good tackle. Good tackle by Pittsburgh. Gets me like 4th and 4, 4th and 3. My guess is they'll punt. Honestly, not a bad read from the quarterback. It's just that was good. That was a good play by the defense and number 39 from the Steelers. It was a good tackle. He tried to get away. Yeah, we'll be punting. Dixon's punting. Or we fake punt. Could you imagine we actually do something crazy and fake punt it? Well, we wouldn't show our cards like that, in a preseason game. Unless the only team that would do that is the Lions. They would do a fake punt in preseason. But anyway, yeah, punts away. But why not have some fun? It's preseason. I don't know. I'm just saying. Flag? What's the flag? Offsides, it would give us a first down. I'm just saying. Dixon's still... Oh, it looks like it was on Tampa. With illegal formation, maybe. I think. They're figuring it out right now, the refs. It seems like it's on Tampa. We'll probably be repunting. There was no penalty? I'm confused. They're talking to the Steelers staff right now, but I guess there wasn't anything. And Skyler's not coming in. It's a different quarterback now. Is that Will Howard? Number 6. Let me see. Gotta check the. Is Will Howard number 6? Oh, he's number 18. So I don't know who number 6 is for the Steelers. That's like some other guy. Honestly, this quarterback in for Tampa was making some good reads. I wasn't even too mad. I'm liking that Tez Johnson's getting a lot of targets. Like, give him a chance to shine, in my opinion. Let's see what the Steelers can do. Well, listen, there's always excitement. We're on defense now. That means Shiloh gets a chance. Chris Broswell gets a chance. We'll see who's in the corner. Nick Jackson, I hope that they don't take him out. I want to see more of Nick Jackson. He was the guy who had the sack and the interception in the first game. I want to see more of him. You tell me, who do we want to see more of? And if you have fantasy questions, I will answer your fantasy questions. I feel like I've played enough fantasy where I can help. Or any Bucs questions, any NFC South questions, or NFL questions. Been watching for quite a bit, so I feel like I have good opinions. A little biased towards the Bucs, obviously, but nothing crazy. Oh. What happened to the... one sec. Go ahead. There we go. Steelers are looking to get their drive started. How are we doing, guys? Let me know in the comments. I want to talk to you guys. I want to see what's going on. What kind of players are you looking for? Are we all looking for Shiloh? Is Shiloh our guy? I'm looking for Nick Jackson. I've got a good feeling about Nick Jackson. Jacob Parrish was crazy in that first half. He's a stud. I don't need to see more of him. But feel free to let me know. Okay, 1st and 10. Looks like that was a successful run. Number 20. So he's still in. Vildor, number 22, is still in. He was the one who got the interception earlier in this game. 2nd and 1, so it wasn't a first down from the 19-yard line of their own 19. All right, here we go. He hands it off, and good. There we go. I think that was a tackle in the backfield. Or maybe no gain. But it's 3rd down. You want to see Morrison? No, that's what I'm saying. Oh, he was definitely a risky pick because of the injury. And the fact that he's been out a lot of the training camp it's definitely concerning, considering how close we are to the regular season. And he hasn't been getting any preseason action. It's just going to be kind of hard to know how much we can trust him. But Parrish seems like he was a knockout selection. So, it looks like they snuck it. Looks like he got the first down. But yeah, listen, I was really excited when we selected Benjamin Morrison. He was like one of the guys I was really excited about just going into the draft, and then we got him because we needed corner help. So overall, it's just a little bit of a bummer that injuries have kind of held things back for him. But at least we got another corner in Parrish that it's holding the fort down while Morrison's trying to get back up to speed. He has been practicing a bit more this past week, so my hope is that he comes back in week 3. Okay, missed tackle. Shiloh, missed tackle. A lot of missed tackles with number 20, Johnson, on his way out of bounds. Oof, number 11 with a missed tackle, and Shiloh, he's got to wrap up there. He forced him out of bounds, but at the same time, yeah. Parrish is a stud, dude, absolutely. I am extremely impressed with what I've seen. I've been to training camp. He looked great out there, but in these games, he's been showing up too. Unbelievable stuff from Parrish. All right, fakes the handoff. He's looking to throw. So this Skylar Thompson's back in, looking really deep now. Oh, I thought he picked that off. That's another play by Vildor, number 22, a mini Ronnie Barber. If we got another Ronde, we're cooking with gas because we already got Antoine. Great play by Vildor. Woo! He almost had another pick there. Fantastic. Vildor's making his case right now. Shout out Vildor. He came in flying to make that play. He got his hands on the ball, but he just wasn't able to collect it. So, all right, 3rd and 3 from the Pittsburgh zone, 27. Takes the snaps, throwing the ball. There's a flag. Oh my goodness. He got completely demolished. Bullock, number 57. What's the flag? Oh my goodness, he got demolished. Was that a illegal formation? Can we decline that? Penalty declined. 12-yard sack. What a play by Bullock. Wow. Skylar did not see him coming. Oh my gosh. He came out of nowhere. That was awesome. That was sick. I think they're not revealing how bad Godwin's injury is. I wonder if he misses more than the first 3 or 4 games. I don't know if they've officially put him on the physically unable to perform list. My guess is he will be put on it officially soon. I really hope he doesn't miss the first 4 games. But, oh no, Tez Johnson muffed the punt. He muffed it, and the Steelers got it. That's a rookie mistake there. That's a bummer. First turnover for the Bucs. That hurts. Darn. Tez, what you doing, man? That's not a smart play. You just got to let that one bounce. Ugh. But yeah, no, Godwin, I think we'll miss the first 4 games, but we have the deepest receiving room in the league, so that'll be fine. It's just, I hope it only is the first 4 games, just like Wirfs. So, man, what a bummer with that fumble or the muffed punt. We were looking, the defense was looking real good, so, well, let's try and do it again or cause a turnover. Okay, handoff, cuts up field, falls down. Vildor with a tackle, 9-yard gain. You see how these certain names come up a lot? You hear certain names. It's because those are the guys that are really trying. Those are the guys that are locked in. Vildor, we see you, dude. Number 22 for the Bucs. He's really doing stuff on defense. Another handoff, cuts up field. It's a first down. He's inside the 5-yard line. It might be a flag. Maybe not. First down inside the 5. But everyone was kind of suspicious about Godwin ever since we got the Emeka pick. All right, handoff again. Tackle. So he was like maybe a gain of 1 there. Number 20 for the Steelers, Johnson. He's getting a lot of runs. Arthur Smith, what a creative guy. Run up the middle. Tez isn't. I disagree. I think Tez is looking solid. It was just that penalty, or sorry, not the fumble, the muffed punt that was like, yikes. Well, I guess there's also the drop ball. To each their own. He has a lot to learn. He might make the practice squad. We'll have to see. All right, handoff again. He's trying to bully his way into the end zone. Stop just short. Yeah, just short. 1-yard line. 3rd and goal coming up. But Yeah, it really comes down to like how you think Tez looks. I think he's looked okay. He's looked solid. Could be better, could be worse. He's not flashing like Ryan Miller was last week. That's okay. All right, under center, handing off, and he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Yikes. Well, it'll be a good lesson for Sermon with the touchdown. So they're going to be tying it up. But that's a good lesson for Tez Johnson. Muff punt equals points for the Steelers. You know? Defense did all they could, but it's good to see Shiloh getting physical in there. And he tried, at least. But, oh well. I hope they keep Tez in, though. I want to see more from him. Give him a chance to redeem himself. Extra point is good. It's 14. It's all tied up. I'm surprised Trask only got like a quarter. That's a little bit of a bummer. Like Skylar Thompson's getting half the game. Maybe they saw enough. Maybe they don't want to see any more. Might be an indictment. Maybe we fear the worst. I don't know. Makes me worried. As a Trask and Gator fan, I don't want to... I just want him to play with the starters, man. I just want to see him play with the starters. Ooh, my stream might be lagging. Shout out to everyone who's still on the stream, though, because I know this part of the game can be kind of like not as interesting without the starters. It doesn't mean it's a boring game, though. So I think that there's a lot of cool guys to keep our eyes on, especially that corner, number 22, Vilton. Vildor, sorry. I'm liking what I'm seeing out of him. So Vildor and Jacob Parrish are my MVPs for this game. But yeah, feel free to let me know in the chat if someone has been standing out or if you're disappointed by anyone. Trask seems like to be a disappointment for Bucs fans here, and Tez has been mixed opinions. Shiloh hasn't really been showing up here, but we've been making plays on defense. I wouldn't even call this... The first touchdown was definitely on the defense. They went right down the field on us, but at the same time, the second touchdown I wouldn't really put too much on the defense. That was the muffed punt. That just shifted all of the momentum of a preseason game. I know no one wants to talk about the momentum of a preseason game, but that's okay. I can. I think it's fine. I just want to see more from the defense, to be honest. I don't know. More from the offense, right? I want to see more from the offense. The offense was doing all their work basically in the first quarter. And we've barely seen anything since the second quarter or since then. They won't play starters because they can't afford to use anymore next week. We play a team we'll say in the regular season. They won't show us. Yeah. When we play the Bills, we won't play starters next week. So that it's weird. Baker might not get any preseason action at all, which I don't know if is a good or bad thing because the Bengals have had slow starts to their seasons when Burrow has been a bit rusty. So it's like, do we want to adapt that philosophy to our team? I don't think so, personally. And okay, so they just got their the kickoff. Bucs will be on offense. But yeah, no, I don't know if I agree with not doing any starters. I think that it's I think they should play at least a drive or two just to get you don't have to show any plays necessarily, but at least I don't know, do something. Get your feet wet, All right, 1st and 10 from the 35. Oh yeah, touchbacks now going to the 35-yard line. Isn't that fun, guys? All right, handoff. That goes for about 3 yards. That's Williams. He's the running back who's been, because Owen was the one who was going off in game 1, and now it's a different thing. I don't even know if Owen Wright is playing this game, so kind of funny how we're rotating running backs like that. Here we go, 2nd and 7. He sends him to the right. They're gonna go. Penalty, false start. Darn. I was complimenting the Bucs on like how they weren't doing too many penalties, and it looks like that was the start of one. That's okay. Those happen. I doubt we were gonna have a perfect penalty netless. Try saying that. Oh my gosh. No, but yeah, we weren't gonna go without a penalty this game, and we've had a few already, but like that was like a pre-snap penalty. Tez Johnson with the screen gets like 2 yards, 3 yards. Oh, they're interviewing DK Metcalf right now. It's so weird. I can't believe he's a Steeler. I still can't like wrap my head around that for some reason. I don't know. And it's like going to be Aaron Rodgers' like only target, which is really annoying. They won't. I don't think there'll be an exciting offense. Arthur Smith is still calling the plays, guys. Like, let's be real. Oh, dropping back to pass, looking, caught. Is that Culp? Oh, there's no penalty, I think. Yeah, there's a flag. Offensive pass interference. Shoot, Devin. Listen, I've been singing Devin Culp's praises for a while now, and that sucks because he had a first down, and then he's I guess he pushed off. Oh well. Culp's gonna be good. I still believe. Even if no one, I believe in Devin Culp, even if no one else does. But hey, thank you to everyone who's still watching right now. Make sure to let me know down below if you're watching your team right now, if you're a Bucs fan, Steelers fan, or anyone else. Screen goes out to Ryan. Is that Ryan Miller? Yep. Finally, get Ryan Miller involved. That's my guy. That's our guy. But obviously he didn't get the first down. What are you going to do? Penalties will kill you. We had the first down with Devin Culp, but it didn't matter because he pushed off. Dixon's getting a lot of work tonight. A lot of punts. A lot of punt work. But hey, it's an opportunity to watch the defense, I'm at this point the defense interests me more than the offense anyway. The returning the punt is tackled at the 23, 24-yard line. But I don't know. We all want to see if Shiloh makes a play. Like if Shiloh gets like an interception, a sack, a deflected pass or whatever, how many views that'll get? Like he's like the Sanders name gets so many clicks. It's crazy. And he's awesome. I think we got the more humble Sanders on our team. So I hope he makes it. I think a lot of people hope he makes it. I like what I've seen from a lot of the corners. Parrish, Vildor. If we found a hidden gem with Vildor, then we're fine. I won't have to worry about Dean. Because Dean did not look good on defense tonight. I think a lot of people were like, yeah, I don't want to see us struggle against backup wide receivers with our cornerback one. I think most people would agree with that. But if Parrish is just an immediate stud, like we get a Sauce Gardner or a PS2 out of the third round, then like, who cares? We got a stud on a rookie contract for 4 years, That's all I could. I mean, Bucs fans, let's be honest. We haven't had like a stud lockdown corner since like Darrelle Revis played for us for 1 year, and then Rondé. I think Darrelle and Rondé played together before Rondé retired. That was a weird year. That was a weird season. But it's been a while, is the point. Over a decade. Carlton Davis is good. Sean Murphy-Bunting was solid. But, like, let's be honest. Dean is not a lockdown corner. We really need to... I don't know if it's, like, our scouting or, like, just how we draft or, like, we don't really get guys in free agency. We brought in Hassan Reddick to improve our pass rush, but we don't really get guys. We don't really, like, bring in free agents to help defense as much, which is just, it bums me out. Like, we should make trades. We are in a Super Bowl window right now. Like, you can build a lot off of drafting, well, but eventually they can't all be young guys. You need some experience. You need to make some big moves to improve. And with J.J. Roberts going down, he was one of our safeties. He's out for the season, young safety. I think it's time to bring in a veteran like Justin Simmons. And I made a video about that. Check out the channel. Check out the video. I think Justin Simmons would be a great fit here. Very aggressive safety, a little older, but he'd be cheap and he'd be good for us. All right, handoff goes for like 3 yards. The Steelers are on offense right now. Caleb Johnson, that's his first name. I kept saying K Johnson, but I didn't know what his first name was. It's Caleb Johnson. He's actually had a solid day. I know Steelers are like wondering if they'll have a running back, going forward after they lost Najee Harris to the Chargers. Well, I can't believe that Najee has been like an 1,000-yard rusher every season. That does not seem. Okay. Skylar was getting rushed there a lot, and he threw it away. Is that Skylar? No, it's number 6. Who is that? I can't tell who that is. Man, all the action is really happened in that first quarter. That's crazy. End of the third quarter. Going into the fourth, it was really sad watching Scotty Miller torch us for that first quarter. All the Bucs fans who know Scotty Miller, that wasn't fun to watch. But yeah, if you're a Bucs fan, make sure to watch this channel, guys. Like we're relatively new. We've been like about a month in. Just like subscribe, stay with us, man. We're trying to build an awesome community here. If Morrison gets healthy, we will have a lockdown corner. I think so too. I actually believe in Benjamin Morrison. I do. It's just like, can he like get on the field? And it's sad that we're already saying that about a guy who's a rookie, And that was why he dropped out of the first round, was because of the injury risk. Same thing with Jahad Campbell. That was the guy I wanted in the first round before we drafted Emeka. And then when the Eagles took him, I was like, dude, if Howie wants Jahad Campbell, then like that means like he was going to be good. That means he like, I don't know. I'm just saying. Kyle says, do you keep Josh Allen or Derrick Henry a keeper? Yeah. We answered that question. Yeah, we answered Josh Allen. Josh Allen, you want to keep. Like Derrick Henry, later half of his career, he's probably only got a few years. Hall of Famer. I love Derrick Henry. Huge respect for Derrick Henry, but like, you got to keep Josh. He's in his prime. And like, yeah, anyway. 6 keepers is crazy though. Tater Salad says, I'm a huge fan. Dude, appreciate you, man. Did you say earlier this is your first play calling? Yes, this is the first live stream. First time calling plays. If you have any feedback, I'm welcoming it. But I know there's not really another Bucs streamer out there. Like, I'm kind of the. I don't mean to be the voice for the Bucs on YouTube, but I mean I want to be a guy that other people can listen to during games and interact with other Bucs fans. See what's going on. I love the Bucs. Always have. I'm from Sarasota, so it was like, right nearby, and I grew up loving the Buccaneers, so it was very easy to like the team. Family's always been a fan. I've like lived all over the world, but always been a Bucs fan. And yeah. But first time calling plays. I've tried it like on my own a few times to do it, but this is the first time live stream trying it. I try to I've listened to other guys like Tom Grossi, Perna, like the big YouTubers, the ones with like, that's the thing. How is no one else streaming? That's what I'm saying. Tater salad. We need more streamers out there. The Bucs deserve it. We're one of the best teams in the league, and we need more voices talking about us. Went to your first game in 1984. Oh my gosh. What game was that? Who were you? What was the game? Who were the Bucs facing? Was it in Tampa? Oh, incomplete pass for the Steelers, by the way. That was deep to 89 to Taylor. That was intended for Taylor. Who was it on coverage? Number 11 was covering. It's a good play. Good contest. Steelers will be punting away. Looks like Green will be returning this kick. So Tez Johnson's, I think, has been taken out. Ironically, it was against the Steelers, and it was a night game. Oh, shoot. Who would have been the quarterback for the Steelers in 84? That wasn't the Staubach years, was it? Okay, Green is returning. Ooh, good broken tackles. Gets around to our own 40-yard line. I grew up on the old sombrero. Nice. Has Elijah Roberts played yet? Sarasota, I lived there for 25 years on and off. Casey Gee, out of the door school. Venice High School. Nice, Venice. Yeah. So I didn't go to high school in Sarasota, but that was where I was born. So Northeast High. Sweet. Love this, guys. Yeah. We all need to talk to each other. I mean, I'm one of the moderators on the Bucs subreddit. I know we're supposed to stay anonymous, but I just want to be involved in the Bucs community as much as possible. And if we can grow something here, that'd be awesome. That'd be sick. I was in the team for the 1979 NFC champ. No shot, you were? You were there for 0-26, David? Oh my gosh. So you were an OG. You've been a Buck lifer. All 50 years. We're celebrating 50 seasons this year, and you're celebrating it. Shout out to you, man. Good stuff. I mean, talk about... I like to say with the Buccaneers, greatness from small beginnings or humble beginnings. We got 2 Super Bowls. That's crazy. We had Tom Brady playing for us. We have, one of the best defenses of all time from 2002. We are an awesome franchise, and people forget that. All right, so there was a run. I'm sorry, I missed it. Jonah Williams had a 3-yard run, and then another run, and that goes back for another 2. So he, offenses have been extremely boring this game. I'm sorry, guys, but hey, keep talking in the chat though. I want to hear what you're talking about. The 0-26 story. That's awesome. I love everyone saying that where they're from. That's really cool. Yeah. Huge Sarasota person. Love Tampa. Miami's cool. Orlando's awesome. Steve Deberg, nice. I remember the Johnny Carson show giving the Bucs. Yes! Oh my gosh. We were being made fun of so much. So much. It was brutal. It was ugly. Yeah, you're so right. We were the laughing stock. But it was cool that we made the NFC Championship game pretty early on in our history. Like you said, 1979. And we were founded it was 76. So... people always forget, 0-26, absolutely. Okay, we're punting away, by the way. The bags on the heads, yeah. The Saints can borrow them this year. we can loan them the bags that we used to wear, and they would come on and off. I think we brought them back out in the late 2000s, mid 2010s. During the 2-14 year. When we were the worst team in the league before we got Jameis Winston. But overall, it's it's cool to see that the Saints are now going to be that team. You know, like did you think that it was going to be the Saints? No. It's not letting me send my story on the 84 game. Shoot. Maybe you have to like send it in parts. You like send like every like 2 or 3 sentences and then like stagger it. I don't know. Because I want to hear your story. Anyone who has a story from like their Bucs games, like Bucs fandom, please let me know. I'll tell another day, or just like I said, send it in parts. Whatever you want to do. You can send it. I watched the Philly NFC game for the championship from Seoul, Korea. Whoa, you watched? That's so cool. Yeah, weirdly enough, I lived in Moscow. I lived in Moscow, like Russia, Moscow, for 2 years because my mom and my parents worked for the government, and so we were living abroad, and so we were there for 2 years, and that's where I was watching football for 2 years, and so I'd be like staying up until like the middle of the night, literally like watching those games because like it's like an 8-hour time difference. So I get you, like Korea, it's crazy. How many words max? I'm not sure actually. Like I think it's like maybe like a character limit, but I would stick with like 2 to 3 sentences and try that out first, and then like stagger it that way. So like copy and paste like whatever story you'd already written up, and then just like cut out like after the first few sentences, and then just keep doing that. So. But yeah, right now in the game, the Steelers got the ball back after another 3 and out from the Bucs offense. I'm 12. It's me, my uncle, and grandpa. Nice. All right, handoff for the Steelers. Oh, broken tackle. He's off to the races. Past the 50-yard line. Tripped up. Well into Buccaneers territory. That was a big run that broke off. Great running from, I think that was number 20 again, Johnson. Finally a big play, honestly. I feel like a lot of people were falling asleep watching this game. No. It was a different running back, number 35. Who was that? Number 11 with the tackle. 53. So Nick Jackson is still in the game and he missed that. I'm just learning what football is. Old sombrero, night game against the Steelers. Yeah. 1st and 10 for the Steelers. They're out at the 43-yard line. Well, if you have any questions about football, let me know. I'll be happy to answer them. Never feel embarrassed to ask any questions here. We get the ball to start the game, drive down the field, and scored again. Second and 6 for the Steelers. They're at the Bucs 39-yard line. Under center. Steelers take the snap, screen pass, number 89. He breaks a tackle from, I think, Vildor, and that's off for 12 yards. Crowd goes nuts, all 8,900 of us, but I've been locked in ever since. Sweet. $8,900 fans to where we are now. That's pretty cool, because 8,900 is not that many. So, that's awesome. We never scored again. They beat us but I love my Bucs, 35-7. Yeah, that was kind of how we rolled, All right, handoff there on 1st and 10 for the Steelers. About gain a half yard maybe. We all love our Bucs, though, Tater Salad. We all love our Bucs. We'll love them together, Right here, together. We're going to have a great season. I'm very excited to share it with you guys as we just build all of this together. We'll have and we'll hate the Saints together and the Falcons and the Panthers. Who are we the most scared of, by the way? I'm kind of worried about the Panthers. The end. We were really bad back then. You were at the most recent Super Bowl? No shot. Okay, it's third down. Looks like the pass was short of the first down marker. David says, keep up the good work, Sebastian. I was a sports search streamer from overseas, but Indonesia blocked it because of some sketchy stuff on the site. Sports search has helped out a lot of people who, can't afford cable, so I understand. I don't know what the YouTube rules are about like me endorsing on those sites, but I just know that a lot of people have used sports search, and so I get it. But I appreciate you, man. Thank you. Be sure to stick around on the channel just to see what we're doing in the future. We'll always be doing live streams and just catching up on all things Bucs. And it's good to have you. Good to have a community here. Tell all your Bucs friends, tell all your Bucs fans, or just NFL fans, man. I love all the NFL fans. I just love talking football, All right, 3rd and 7 for the Steelers out of the 24.5-yard line. Drops back, looking for the end zone. Ooh, just missed him. Pass was over his head. That was close. Yipper tailgated with the buck across the street, but I can't believe that you were at the Super Bowl. That's nuts. You're crushing it. Great job. Oh man, thank you. Appreciate you, man. Seriously, you guys are crushing it. Thank you for interacting and just being here. Love sharing this with you guys. I am actually worried about the Falcons, and not because they were any good last year, but they had an amazing draft. So that's the thing. I think they overpaid because I think they gave up one of their next year first rounders to get another pass rusher because they traded back into the first round. We'll see if that works for them because they got 2 of the top pass rushers of the draft. But I don't know. I think they overpaid for that big time. So I hope it doesn't work out for them. I think we both do. But, well, yeah. I mean, I think for them, they were banking on okay, one of these guys at least has to work out. 2 first-round pass rushers. One of these 2 at least has. And obviously they want both of them to work out, but the idea is for them to both work out. So Steelers trying for the field goal. I think he got it. Oh, he didn't. He missed it. He missed the field goal. Let's go. Dang. That was a short field goal, too. Oh, I think it was their backup kicker who missed it. Football in Indonesia is a round ball kick back and forth, and it's exciting as watching paint dry. Yeah. I've tried to watch rugby. I can't. I know you're not talking about rugby, but I'm just saying. It's just it's something's different about American football. There's nothing like it. I always have to watch it. So the day they announced the Super Bowl would be played in Tampa, I scheduled the following Monday off 6 months in advance for one of the great times. That is nuts to be a Tampa Bay fan, to schedule that day off and then just for our team to end up being there. That is nuts. That's crazy. I'm just, I think a lot of us are so grateful that that season happened in general, because with COVID, we were just not sure that this season was even going to happen, and the fact that we played it to completion, we got to play all the games, even though we had to skip preseason, and things were pretty sketchy when we were 7-5 that year. Things were not looking good, and then we won the rest of our games. We retired Drew Brees. We beat Aaron Rodgers when he was MVP, and we shut out Mahomes from the end zone in our own stadium. We could have used one of those edge rushers, especially since Walker is out. Yeah. They were really excited about Walker. The staff for the Bucs. I saw a lot of PFF guys talking about Walker as a really underrated, because he wasn't I think a Division I guy. So, he might have gotten overlooked, and that's why he went later in the draft. But, man, to see him go down, it's he had strong potential. Big body, had really good technique, just maybe a bit slow. But overall, I think that he had a lot of potential. So it was a bummer what happened to him. Dude, I wish I could send pics and videos. Yeah, if you have any pictures or videos from the Super Bowl, man, the YouTube should allow that. Seriously. I'm so jealous. I really wanted to go to a Bucs Super Bowl. Obviously, we have to make it again, but I think a lot of Bucs fans are like, dude, we could make it again. Like we have a great culture. So what are your thoughts on Godwin being healthy? Is he healthy? That's the question. I don't. I mean, like he hasn't been practicing all training camp and preseason, and rumor is he'll be like officially placed on the physically unable to perform list pretty soon. So he'll be out for the first 4 games of the season. That's what's expected at least. But once he's come, I know Godwin wants to be there. I know he wants to be there more than anything, and so anyway, I trust that the training staff knows what they're doing. Oh, geez. The guy missed like a really wide open pass. Gil Fisher says, I'm stuck in Saints country, no NFL channel, stuck going out to eat at sports bar every game. Dude, I feel you. It's like, it's just like we need more people in our community. The fact that you're stuck in Saints country as a Bucs fan, like shout out to you, man. Those guys can get annoying. It's, Louisiana fans are loud. I get it. And us Tampa fans have been kind of like quiet most of our lives because of like our humble beginnings. We're getting more confident though lately. All right, here we go. Pass caught. That was on 2nd and 10. That was green. So it looks like it's gonna be like 3rd and like 4. You said, but you gotta love our number 1 pick taking pressure off that. No, seriously. I at first I was questioning the Emeka selection, and overall though I think like that was really smart because a lot of draft analyst guys were saying that like he's like the safest selection that we could make, in terms of just like a great person, great player, and just the way he's been performing in camp and preseason. It's like, oh my gosh, we got a stud. Like he feels like Godwin all over again, in the best way possible. Okay, dump off, and he looks like he got the first down. That was number 49. Who was that to? Oh, that was to Owen Wright. Okay, Owen Wright is playing. David says, I stood in line at Montgomery Ward for 7 hours to get an NFC Championship tickets in 1979. It was a blast. Wow. That was back, before the virtual tickets and you had to stand in line. I mean, it's like, people forget that, there was like ticket booths and you would have to like really plan in advance just for the ticket line. And now everyone just like gets on their phone and like buys it immediately. But I think it's like a lot more rewarding back when you had to like get the physical ticket yourself. To the fan in Saints country, you're still repping your Bucs flag, right? Yeah. Do we like that? I don't think there's a Saints fan who's there's a fumble from the Steelers. Okay, I think the Steelers recovered a fumble. Shoot, I missed it. So it was a caught ball. Oh yeah, it popped out. Oh, that's a bummer. That looked like a catch and a fumble. That sucks. That's a brutal turnover, especially late in the game. So he recovered the fumble on their side, so it's not like it was in our territory, but like that was just a good hit from the Steelers. It was a first down, and he just got hit in the side, and the ball popped like right out. Ouch. Bug Stevens needs to step up. Go fish it to every game. That's right, Gil. That's right. Speaking of tickets, back in the sombrero days, we'd buy our $19 nosebleed tickets, and once inside, just sit pretty much anywhere we want. Because that's what I'm saying. And I had to convince my brother, like whenever we go to games, like he's much more of like a rule follower. He wants to be like in the seats that we were assigned. But I'm like, listen, like there's so many empty seats. Like let's just go sit like in a more favorable spot instead of like in the nosebleeds. Especially in preseason, but like in regular season games, there's like times where like not many fans are showing up to Bucs games, and that's what I want so bad. Oh my gosh, second row from the top, yeah. Like I just want us to have like a not a feared fan base, but like yeah, I don't know. It's just one of those things that I mean we're a nice fan base. We're not really ruffling any feathers, but maybe that needs to change. You know, it's like we're the Buccaneers. We're a bunch of pirates. I don't know. That's just like how I feel. It's because I'm a Gator fan. I'm a Gator alum, and Gator fans and alums are like very vicious. So it's just like I don't know. It's just how I feel. Like we don't have to be vicious, but we just like it's a bit more intimidating. You want people to be intimidated when they come to the Bucs Stadium, like a home playoff game, and I feel like they don't feel that. We get like a lot of invading outsiders coming to our games, and that's just really annoying. I don't want that to be a reputation. Okay, looks like the Go Gators. Yeah, let's go. Okay, it looks like there was another pass, number 89. He had a crossing route to Taylor. Shiloh Sanders on the tackle. But he was wide open. So now they are on the Bucs side of the field at the 44-yard line. We were below 8 minutes. Handoff stopped pretty much in his tracks. 1 yard gain. Now, dude, yeah, go Gators. Go Gators. And that doesn't mean, FSU, I know there's a lot of Bucs FSU fans. There's a lot of, and they're all welcome. Here, it's Bucs fans, I get it. We do not discriminate. I saw Santana at the old sombrero. Yep. 2nd and 9 for the Steelers. 44-yard line again. Ooh, that looked like a false start. Yep, it was a false start. That's going to bring them back. 2nd and 14 for the Steelers. Listen, I know it's preseason, but I always want us to win. I don't care that it's like it doesn't matter. I want to see like a winning culture. I want to see like guys like really try, even if most of these guys won't be on the team. It's just like I think the effort is also indicative of the coaches and how they're coaching the guys. So, but maybe that's not fair. I don't know. 2nd and 14. Takes the snap, is looking to throw. He's rolling out to his right. Shiloh seems like he's out of position, but he just runs out of bounds. I had to watch through binoculars. Oh, I get it. Those nosebleeds can be brutal sometimes. It's just hard being up there when it's hot, Our grandpa's 20-pound, 4-inch screen. Yup. You got to do what you got to do to watch the game, Whatever it takes. All right, here we go. We got 3rd and 14 from the 49-yard line. He's taking the snap. He's looking to throw. Throws. Caught. Number 11 on the tackle. Pushes. He picked him up. And pushed him out of bounds. All right. My guess is they go for this because it'd be a long field goal. Woodside with he's the quarterback, by the way. It's not. Question, I noticed last year that some play-by-play callers had like the field graph on the screen that showed possession. Is that hard or expensive to get? Because you're my guy now, Seabass. Haha. That will be in the next live stream. I'm working on that. Like this was just like a test run, but trust me, I will get the field on the next one. You got it, dude. I'm right there. Bear in the RV with the food and the bottles. Yep. Because you're all alone, man. You can scream all you want when you're in the RV. Okay, here we go. They're throwing. He dumped it off, and it is incomplete. He dropped the ball on 4th down. It is turnover on downs. Defense stepping up, baby. That's Bucs football. Now let's go score, guys. We're on offense. Get hyped. We're it's a close game. Bucs are going to go try and go 2-0 on this preseason. I don't care that we only scored those first 2 possessions. We can do this. We have talent. They can prove it. I want to see it. I'm so going to be your hype man. Dude, I appreciate you, man. Thank you. Listen, we're going to be going through all the ups and downs with Bucs. I'll be right here with all you guys. And be ready. This is, I think this is going to be a great season. I can't wait. I think last season was awesome, too. There was like every game was either close. We lost a lot of close games, but we also won big. You know, the Lions game, the Eagles game, the Chargers game. People forget that like we were good. Owen Wright on the screen pass, about 5 yards. He runs out of bounds onto the right. So getting close to Steelers territory. But yes, just want to reiterate, I will have the field graph in the future. I just wanted to try out the live stream as quickly as possible. And I'm glad that you guys are watching. Anyone who's watching, just subscribe. We will be doing this a lot, man. We're building something here. We are going to be a great community. Bucs fans deserve this, We deserve to talk to each other and just continue interacting. Let's go win this thing, man. All right, here we go. Pass caught and is a first down. Oh, there's a penalty. That's a late flag. Heck yeah, that's how true fans are, like a family when it comes to... We're a family here, man. I love the enthusiasm. I'm right there with you. We're going to keep supporting these dudes. I love the tailgate food. I used to bring stone crabs, yes. And that's such like a Louisiana, Florida thing or just a Southeast thing. Like I love like when, Northeast people or just people from the West, like they try and eat seafood here and they don't know how to do it. They're like so foreign to it. I love it. Bring them to the cookout, man. Oh, so it looks like the penalty brought us back. Illegal shift. Shucks. Okay, so 2nd and 10. It'll be from the 41.5-yard line. Here we go. All right. Out of shotgun, empty backfield. Throws. Oh, too high. He had him open. Can I go ahead and get on the cookie keychain wait list? Koozie? Yes. Yes, you can. Seriously. Shoot, man. He had him. Was that Green? Who's number 84? I think Green's number 85. That's a bummer. Well, at least we know like Baker, like any of those other guys would have made that throw. 3rd down already. Okay, so it's 3rd and 10 from our own 41.5-yard line. We're looking to throw. He's dropping back. He's looking to throw. He throws. Caught. Just short of the first down marker. Number 80 caught that ball. That was Smith. Smith. We should go for this. We should absolutely go for this. And they are. Basilak, sorry. I keep forgetting Basilak's name. It's probably because he won't be on the team. No offense, Basilak. I hope you have a great career. 4th and 1, guys. We got this. Terrible towels are waving. We do not care, as Mike Tomlin likes to say. Shout out Mike Tomlin. 4th and 1, under center. Basilak is looking probably for a handoff. Owen Wright, sidesteps. He is short. He didn't get it. Darn. I was hoping the Bucs could take our energy from here, but that is a turnover on downs. Man, back-to-back turnover on downs. I think the run was a bit predictable. But the thing is, though, in preseason, it's like no one really does any like interesting plays or like they don't really dig into their playbook. Everything's very basic and straightforward. So the defense can typically tell what's coming. So it's not just like the talent that's lesser on the field. It's also that the play calling is super basic. That's just kind of how it goes, All right, defense, time to step up again. Ball is at the 50-yard line. And now the Steelers have the ball. Under center. Takes a snap, hands it off. Ooh, good cut. Broken tackle into Bucs territory. That is a first down, about 12 yards. Yikes. Don't want to see that. But, maybe we can hold them to a field goal, but our offense has been doing not much. Not much. Our defense has been doing well, though. I like what our defense is doing. Honestly, they wouldn't even gotten that second touchdown if not for the muff punt. But hindsight's 2020. Ball's at the 38 of the Bucs. Takes a snap, hands it off again. Bucs are there, but he still gets about 3 yards. That's Hull? His name's Hull? Number 38. Forgive me for not knowing everyone's names, guys. I doubt even some Steelers fans know these guys' names. So don't judge me. We're mostly analyzing Bucs here. I'm guessing you majored in communication. I majored in English at UF, class of 2021. So, but I took communication classes, film classes, and all that stuff. All right, so 2nd and 7. The ball's at 35-yard line. Takes a snap. They are throwing the ball. Interception! He's running it back, and he jumps over the quarterback. He fumbles the ball, and then the ball bounces out of bounds. That should still be the Bucs' ball. Interception, guys. Oh, my goodness. Number 48 from the Buccaneers with a clutch interception. I do not see flags on the field. The ball bounced out of bounds, so that should still be Bucs' ball. What a jump from, 3 turnovers once again for the Buccaneers. 4 if you count the turnover on downs. I don't know if he fumbled the ball out of bounds or not, but that was sick. That was awesome. Yeah, he did fumble the ball. Trying to hurdle the quarterback. But it looks like while everyone was trying to recover it bounced out of bounds. So that's still our ball, baby. What a play. That was sick. Everyone's like, when you get into like under 3-minute territory, you start to wonder like, okay, are they just gonna like run the clock to kick a field goal to like end the game, which is such a boring way to like end a preseason game. That's what I'm saying. Let's go! Like, what a play! That was so awesome. And that was like a linebacker, right? Number 48, intercepted by Greer. His name's Greer. I thought that was Gibson. Greer's his name, number 48. That was awesome. Okay. Handoff here. Pushing forward. It's like a gain of 1 or 2. On first down. What a play. We're already in field goal range. Like, that's exactly what we wanted. We should just get... If we can get a first down, we're cooking. We should probably just run... Now, like, situationally, in a real game, like, you would just want to run this clock and then end on a walk-off field goal. That's what we all want, We want a Bucs win. We want a Bucs celebrate. I know that there hasn't been much going on since the first quarter, but that's okay. As long as we walk out with a walk-off field goal, shoot, we'll take that. We'll take that all day. Any way to get a win. Doesn't matter if it's ugly or pretty. Winning is what matters. So, and this team, these Bucs know how to win. People forget that this isn't the same old Bucs. We're in. I think this is genuinely the best era of Bucs football. Just like on a consistent basis year after year. People have their criticisms. I have their criticisms of Todd Bowles. But Bruce Arians, Todd Brady, Baker Mayfield, these are, tent poles of this franchise that will be remembered for years, changing this franchise. And I like I said, in preseason, the way you see these guys playing, the way that you see them pushing, making these big plays, it's indicative of good coaches and guys who care, like a lot of guys where it's like a game that's like, it doesn't mean anything. They're just trying to like be out there for themselves. You see the guys celebrating each other. You see that there's such a great, community on the sideline and just on the field. I love that stuff, man. Another turnover. 3 interceptions again, man. Back-to-back preseason games, 3 interceptions. That's so cool. I love it. That's supposed to be like the tentpole of the Bucs defense, man. This is what we're supposed to be doing. Turn the ball over. I believed in Baker before he took his first snap as Buc. Dude, I was skeptical. I'm not going to lie. I knew that when he did that, when he's with the Rams and he did that Thursday night game, that was like one of the most unbelievable things I've ever seen. But I knew he had saved his career. I just didn't know that he'd be our franchise quarterback after that. Like, who would have thought? The house that Dungy built was the start of it. Yo, absolutely. Absolutely. But, like, I guess what I'm saying is that, like, we kind of lost our way. Dungy, then the Gruden era. And then, after the Gruden era, we kind of lost where we were. We were just going through coach after coach, quarterback after quarterback, just like nothing was working. And then, it took until Bruce Arians and Brady. Like, we had to get rid of Winston to kind of bring back the winning ways. But we're kind of in the middle of a golden era of Buccaneers football, which is just really exciting. 4 division titles in a row, most we've ever had in a row. You realize that he's the first scrambling QB we've had since Jeff Garcia. I have a Jeff Garcia jersey, by the way. It's like that black jersey. I don't know. It's funny. Like he's such a random Bucs player that a lot of us know, number 7. But No, shout out Jeff Garcia, man. And well, are you saying that Winston and like Josh Freeman aren't rushing quarterbacks? Shaking my head. I'm just kidding. I mean, it's kind of like up to your interpretation, but yeah. I love Jeff Garcia, man. Yeah. All right, I think we're coming back from the 2-minute warning. I was a huge Josh Freeman guy before it didn't work out. I would even lean that Josh was a bit better than Jameis Winston, although Jameis is beloved by the NFL community. Anyway, Winston stumbling around is not scrambling. Fair enough. I'll accept that. It's not he looked so awkward running around. Yeah, he was probably more of a scrambler at Florida State than he was with the Bucs. Yeah, with the Bucs, it looked like he was like flailing. And J5 only played like 5 months. It wasn't very long. Baker's awesome. He plays and runs like a linebacker. He takes no for seriously. Like seeing him like truck Bobby Wagner in the playoff game. Oh my God, how can you not love that? Okay, 3rd and 9 for the Bucs. It was just like a 1-yard run. Pittsburgh took a timeout, so they don't obviously want us running the clock. Do we pass here? Do we pass? I think we do. Get a little closer because we're only on the 35. Ooh, we're screening it. That's green. Ooh, first down. What a job. First down for Green. We're going to get a walk-off field goal, guys. Not to jinx us. Okay, I'll knock on wood. But it's like, that was huge. All we're doing is like runs and screens. We're doing the most basic plays. And like anyone who's watching who thinks that like, oh, this is so basic. Oh, I need to refresh the ticker. But yeah, shout out Green. That was awesome. There we go. The ticker's back. Yeah, now we're on the 22-yard line. Bucs are running the clock now. We had 3 timeouts still. Like Todd Bowles and his vendetta against using timeouts. So bizarre. That's like really like the main criticism. It's like, dude, you got to use these timeouts. I know it extends the game and you don't have to use these timeouts, but it's like they're useful. Ice the kicker, do something. I guess they missed the Steelers missed a field goal without us icing them, but like I don't know. It's just funny. I won't get on his butt too much for preseason. Baker's a good blocker too when he ran down the field out of front of the Irving throwing guys. Yeah, that Giants game, he showed us something with that. All right, handoff to Owen Wright. He steps up. We just got to hold on to the ball, man. I just don't want to fumble it or anything. Got a few yards, but like 3 yards. Clock is running again. Or no, Steelers used a timeout. I mean, to this point, it doesn't really matter. But, man, what a huge screenplay. Good job from Green. It was good blocking, too. Blocked when it mattered. But, yeah, no, Baker's the best. I love Baker. And I didn't think I would. When we first got him, when we first signed him, I was like, okay. And he, like, talking about winning over not just the franchise of the fans, but, like, and the NFL. There's, like, almost everyone's a Baker fan. It's like a red flag if you're not a Baker fan. Okay. Ball's at about the 20-yard line. Let's see. Now the Bucs take a timeout. This is so weird. Like, they know we're going to run it because we're just running out the clock. Like, why is Todd taking timeouts now? He just wants to, like, end the game without any timeouts just so people won't get on his butt about it. We noticed, Todd. We noticed this stuff. Don't think we didn't see this. It's okay. I'm mostly just being funny. Or not so funny. But it's okay. Here we go. 2nd and 7 from the 20-yard line. Just keep running it, man. Just keep running. Run this clock down. Oh, they're just gonna kneel it. So they were gonna run the ball. They called a timeout, and now they're just gonna kneel it. Oh, I thought they were faking a kneel. So he's sliding the center of the ball. Are we gonna do our backup kicker, or are we gonna send in Chase to kick it? It's third down. I would have rather have not lost any yards there. We lost another. Anyway, whatever. They're just going to kneel it here. Yep, just kneel it. All right. So 2 kneels in a row. We will get it down to like no seconds left. So this is either a win for the Bucs or a tie because preseason does not go to overtime. Or the Steelers block the kick and we lose because they run it back for a touchdown. But that doesn't happen. I'm just kidding. I mean, it does happen, but it's not like, I don't know. It's unlikely is what I'm saying. All right, here we go. For the dub. Let's get the dub. So here we go. He's looking. Okay, here we go. So Chase is kicking this. We don't have a backup kicker. I trust Chase, which is weird. We haven't had that in Tampa for a while. There was a long time when we were cursed. Roberto Aguayo and all that. The kick is up. And that's a dub, guys. That is a win. Buccaneers. Tampa takes it in Pittsburgh. Not much of scoring, but we will take a win every time, man. 2-0 in the preseason. Come on. What a pick. The interception there was so clutch. And shout out to the Buccaneers. That's a great job. Defenses were basically duking it out for 3 quarters. And overall, that was just really cool. Thank you guys for watching this game, a preseason. Make sure to subscribe. Make sure to just join this community. I was really happy to enjoy watching this game with you guys. Walk-off field goal win for the Buccaneers. And we will be doing this quite a bit in the future, guys. Look forward to just being right here with all you guys to continue interacting. And anyway, I just love it. Love all you guys. Go Bucs. And I will see y'all for the next game. And stay tuned for all these videos that we're going to be coming out. My standout player and your standout players, Jacob Parrish, Benjamin Morrison. We'll be talking about those guys. J.J. Roberts and his injury. And we'll be talking about all that good stuff. So, fantastic. I think this was a very successful stream. And I was just happy to be here. Happy to do it with you guys. And overall, I am just very grateful to be having this platform and we've built a good community already, and we're going to keep building on this to make just overall an awesome. Do we have weekly content or just no? I have content almost every day. I put out videos almost every day. Game days is where I'm doing my live streams, but I'm putting out videos almost every day. So make sure to be here. Make sure to subscribe. You will get notified on all things I will be making and putting out. I'll have a few videos coming out very shortly about this game and just things that are going on with the Bucs in general. So just make sure to subscribe for that stuff overall. And I'm just really grateful to be here and doing this for you guys, and so we can all interact. Anyway, so go Bucs. I will see you all in the next video, and I appreciate you. Okay, I will see you there. Thanks, guys.